Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Punch Ron Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazon. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Mi gente, ¿cómo están todito? Par de hediondos. Shout out to Brandon Lee, 140-pound phenom. I'm going to be performing today. Showbox. What to do the live commentary, but I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep this live short, you feel me? Cause I want to check out the fights, and also I want to keep it short because of course you already know tomorrow we got Happy Hour Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We got Happy Hour Thursday tomorrow. Oh man, shout out to everybody, man, doing the thing. Shout out to all the boxing content creators, everybody in the building right now. So far, you already know, smash the like button. Crazy K in the building. What's good? JD. Whiskey in the building. Ron, pound for pound, boxing, real news was good. Alexis was good. Ron was good. Señor y señoras. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know this Saturday, we got a prestige card, ladies and gentlemen. The prestige card with Cecilia Breakers versus Jessica McCaskill, undisputed. The first lady's trying to get her belt back. Everybody support women boxing. And I love the way that they placed them as a co-main event. Of course, this card could have been their own main event, but it's good because the most anticipating rematch in boxing, the most anticipating rematch in boxing, Chocolatito versus Estrada. What's good, Dragon? What's good, my brother? Chocolatito versus Estrada. Unfortunately, also we got David Benavidez going to be performing versus Ellis, and it's almost just, but it's almost like when Broner was making his comeback and he was fighting, but we was watching an anticipating fight with Miguel Burchett versus Oscar Valdez. We like, sorry, Broner. I mean, so gotta go. I gotta stick to the ESPN ish. I gotta check this fight. Sorry, man. I'll check the highlights. And unfortunately, this might happen this Saturday. There's no way in hell I'm missing Estrada versus Chocolatito. It is no way I'm missing El Gallo and Chocolatito. No way, no way. I ain't sorry, my friend. Benavidez said he wants a significant before Canelo, like Plano, Charlo. Yeah. I see. I read the title. I see the thumbnail. David Benavidez. And of course, look, this is all projection. Alegría. Hey, what's good, Milo? Stefan. Hey, 168-pound division is very, very intriguing. We got Canelo Alvarez going to be performing May 8th versus Billy Joe Saunders, one of the slickest fighters in the sport of boxing. I mean, they did want to see Canelo Alvarez fight one of the slickest fighters. Huh? You did want to see Canelo Alvarez. There's people out there that wanted to see Canelo Alvarez versus slick fighters. Here we go. You know what somebody told me? Somebody said, yo, what's good, D Bravo? What's good? Somebody was like, yo, in the comment box, like, yo, why doesn't Canelo Alvarez step up and fight Charlo? Motherfuckers, that's a step down. Excuse me, he's at 168. He beat Kovalev at 175. Fighting Charlo now is not a step up, it's a step down. Let's be real, let's be honest. I mean, dude, we know mathematics. I mean, 160 is below the 168 pounds. So wouldn't Canelo Alvarez be being a weight bully? You see, in this situation, Canelo Alvarez wouldn't win. He wouldn't win in this situation. Yo, why he doesn't fight Charlo? Why doesn't he fight Charlo? Yeah, but then he need to step all the way down, or is he going to step up? I mean, there's no, let me know what y'all feel. You feel me? David Benavidez, Johnny's Boxing Empire. David Benavidez is unproven. His best win is for real, for God's sake. Well, we making a projection right here. And I said, this guy who's gonna be the last man standing. See, we gotta look at the aura of these things. The aura of David Benavidez is gonna bring something to the table that other guys is not gonna bring to the table. David Benavidez is bringing something to the table, that aura that he's powerful, could slug you out, could outbox you, big, tall, strong, weight up. He's bringing that type of aura that's going to make a fight with Canelo Alvarez a mega fight. Not a good fight, not a great fight, but a mega fight. And he's also going to be bringing in a fan base. A fan base. A loyal fan base in which Canelo Alvarez also brings to the table. And you already know, we've seen this before. When a Mexican versus a Mexican, there's going to be the Chicano Mexicans, they're going to be the other, and they're going to be the Mexicans from the motherland of Mexico. You feel me? Just like it happened with Fernando Vargas and Oscar de la Hoya. There was like a split. There was like a little confrontation of which Mexican. You feel what I'm trying to say? It's going to be a mega fight. It don't matter. It don't matter, AB. Anybody could get dropped. I don't look at getting dropped saying, see, that's how we look at boxing nowadays. If you get touched, if you get wobbled, if you get dropped, oh, he got dropped one time. Okay, he got dropped. You know how many fighters get dropped? You know how many fighters get hurt? You know how many fighters get stunned? Are we going to say that's it? He don't got a chin if he gets stunned? Oh, because he got dropped. What did he do when he got dropped? Did he stood right back up? Did he finish the fight? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the building of a character right there. I didn't come from an era then when I came from an era. This is what I'm gonna say, guys. I came from an era because it's now that I'm hearing this. Well, he got dropped. So what that means, if he gets dropped, then he gonna get dropped all the time. See, I came from an era, and when Tito Trinidad got dropped so many times that I forgot how many times he got dropped in his career, and then he go back into the corner, his father will smack him. Mira, muchacho. ¿Qué? Despiértate, hey, wake up. Wake up, okay? You have to go to the other round and beat the guy, all right? And every time Tito Trinidad will go into the corner, after he gets dropped, his father will smack him up, and he'll come back and hit you with a left hook, knock you out, and win the fight. And he is a legendary fighter, Hall of Fame fighter. So in the end of the day, all this drop, all this wobble stuff, it didn't come from, this is a different era. I understand everybody is in the Mayweather era and where everything has to be perfect. Everything. Nobody could be touched and shit like that. This is why I was saying yesterday in Black and Brown's platform in the chat, when we talking about the sweet signs of boxing, hit and not get hit. What boxing fight that a person's not going to get hit? This is the hurt game. Everybody gets hit. The sweet science is just not hit and not get hit. It's a science. It's a science with different minerals and chemicals, baby. You understand what I'm trying to say? There's a science in the Julio Cesar Chavez style on the inside. There is a science. You saw science versus when it was Angelo Leo versus Stephen Fulton. On the inside for 12 rounds, right? It's a sign. Do you think Stephen Fulton was like, I'm not gonna get hit? No, but sometimes you take so you could give. You feel me? It's a science to every type of style. It's a science to Pernell Whitaker style. It's a style to the peekaboo style from Mike Tyson. It's a style. I'm sorry, not a style, but a science. It's a science to Pernell Whitaker. It's a science to Floyd Mayweather. It's a science to Jack Dempsey. It's a science with Jack Johnson. It's a science with Joe Louis. It's a science of Muhammad Ali. It's a science. You think, you think that wasn't science? What he did to George Foreman? That was science. All this, oh my God, the sweet science of boxing is hit and not get hit. No, man, it's a sweet science, and then everybody brings their science into the table, baby. That's what makes boxing beautiful, is that people bring their sweet science, their style of whatever, the chemical they putting inside the ring. It's just a beautiful thing. So, David Benavidez got dropped. Okay, he got back up. You know what that tells me? Character. That means that you could get hit and come back and rise again. And this is why boxing translates to life itself. This is the reason why I love the sport of boxing. It translates to life itself. When you get hit, do you stay down? Huh? When you lose your job and you lose your significant other, huh? Or somebody tells you you can't do nothing and you get dropped. What do? How does your character is defined? You get back up. And that's what David Benavidez does. That's what Ryan Garcia did versus Luke Campbell. Oh shit, he got dropped in the second round, and you know everybody was happy. The haters was happy. I told you, pretty boy Ryan. Oh, he stood back up. Oh shit, his character, man. See, the guys, and the gals that is more scary is those fighters that you could hit them with your best shot and they rise up to the occasion. When you hit somebody with the best shot and they keep on coming. Huh? Even when you're making love to the ladies, even when you're making love, you're like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. And then she, you like, yeah, take a nap, baby, take a nap. And she like, I want more. You be like, oh, damn, shit, I don't got no nuts in me. What the fuck? Shit, I thought I did my best. Huh? You thought you knocked it out the park, huh? Huh? You thought you knocked it out the park. And she like, that was just warm up, motherfucker. That was just warm up. You be like, damn, I thought I hit this chick with the best I had. With the best nut. I thought I hit this chick with the nut of the year. It was the nut of the year. She like, motherfucker, that was just warm up. Get ready. You be like, you gotta wait 5 more minutes so the sperm could how you say, develop more and shit like that, so you go for the second round. Hold on 5 minutes. Hold on, baby. Let me go to the bathroom right quick. And he ain't strong. He ain't almighty like he was in the first. Hold on, baby. He's not almighty. Can we wait like 5 more minutes until we can hurry up? Hurry up. Damn, she wants some more. Shit. Come on, fella. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. After the first night, you thought you put her away and she wants more, huh? And your shit is like half. It's like this. Hey. You like praying like, what the fuck? Wake the fuck up right now, shit. We gotta perform, man. My man, we gotta perform. Get the fuck up. I'll give you 3 more minutes, goddamn it. She gonna pull her panties up right there. Oh shit, come on. Shit. Don't let this bitch get dried up. Don't let this bitch get ready to get the fuck up, man. I know you got more in. Come on, man. We a team out here. Come on, man. Shit. Excuse me. Goddamn, it is a Christian show. So, so when all these, when people be like, yo, he got dropped, it's almost like with Keith Thurman. Yo, he can't take it to the body. He can't take it to the body. He don't got nobody. Yeah. And then you hit him in the body, and then what he does? Yeah, Luis Collazo hit him to the body. What he did after that, retired. Yeah, when he got hurt in the body by Porter, what he did? He won the next round. Even when Manny Pacquiao, that 10th round, when he Keith Thurman to the body, and Keith Thurman just took his mouthpiece and said, God damn, boom, and he started running around, right? He started running, then he put his mouthpiece back up, and look at that 10th round, Keith Thurman came right back and started throwing some left hook, got Manny Pacquiao on the ropes, and then the 11th round, he won the 11th round. But what does that tell you? Everybody saying, yo, but he don't got a body. No. That means he got a body. He could sustain the punches. He could sustain being hurt. That's what you call a damn warrior. It doesn't matter if Benavidez got dropped. He gonna rise again. Doesn't matter if Tito Trinidad got dropped. He rise again. It didn't matter if Ryan Garcia got dropped. He rose again. It didn't matter that on Floyd Mayweather got chin checked by Shane Mosley. He rose, timely adjustment. He not rose, but he took that thing and came back the next round and outboxed him with like 8 straight rounds, y'all. We talking about boxing here. That's a myth. I'm going to say right now. Shit, copy, edit that shit if y'all want. It's a myth. Hit and not get hit. This is the hurt game. Everybody get hit. But everybody got their own science. That's the beauty of boxing. that everybody brings something to the table. All the elites bring something to the table. It's a science with the Cuban style of boxing. It's a science with the Ukraine and the Russian style of boxing. It's a science with the Japanese fighters, Ioka, Tanaka, Inoue, huh? That culture right there, they rather die in the ring. Seriously. There's other coaches out there, they take a knee. Fuck. You know? Nakatani, feet is like they whole broke over the bone. And look how he fall back. Some fighters take a knee. Kell Brook took a knee. Daniel Dubois took a knee. Inoue, Donito Donaire, cracked this over the bone. He took a knee. Nakatani ain't took a knee. Everybody got their style, the American style, the Mexican style. It's a sweet science to everything. Not just hit and not get hit bullshit. Ain't nobody believe that shit in boxing. I could hit you in your arm. We saw Roy Jones Jr., I forgot against who, that he was just boom, boom, tapping the arm for 8 rounds. He was boom, boom, just hitting the arm. And that fight, I remember I was watching it. I'm like, damn, this shit is boring. What happened, Roy Jones Jr.? You ain't gonna do shit. Come on, Roy. Come on. Boom, boom. He was just tapping the, boom. He was just hitting, jabbing. He was jabbing the arm. Boom, boom. He was just jabbing the arm. Boom, boom. Boom. Here, you want to shoulder roll that? Boom, boom, boom. For 8 rounds. 9 and 8 rounds. He was in the corner. Dude couldn't even lift his arm up. Science. Science. And he probably, you know what I'm saying, people with the shoulder roll. You know what I'm saying? There's people with the shoulder roll, right? You getting hit, right? Roy Jones like, bam, yeah, you try that shit, boom, here, boom. Shit, by the end of the round, the other dude's like, oh, shit, oh, whoa. It's a science, man. It is a science. High, low, V-May-Low in the building. What's good, my brother? High, low. Major Key Boxing in the building. Mad Dog. Good looking out. Appreciate that. D Hodges in the building. What's good? Let me say what's up to the people right quick. Proud Father. What's good? Puerto Rican Rum. What's good? Eloy. JC. Let me see. LT in the building. El Loquito. Ahí me meto LT. Chicano Prophet in the building. Rod in the building. What's good? Ring Sense in the building. Charlie in the building. Anthony. The Urge. Let me go up. Let me say what's up to the Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Exactly. I like that. I like that. The sweet science is the science of how to box. Why such and such works. Yeah. Enrique was good. Skull was good. All right. Okay. All right. Good looking out, high low. Intangible Boxing News was good. Iceman. Excuse me, I ain't gonna be like them other channels. They just want to spend like 16, 20 minutes of the video saying salute, 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 salute. Alma was good. Brown gone. Salute, 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 salute. Estoy bien, gracias a Dios. Shit.
You can't handle the truth.
Salute, 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 salute. Spent like half an hour. Like salute, 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 salute. Oh man. So I know there's gonna be people out there. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Major Kai Boxing. Subscribe to Major Kai. Subscribe to Intangible Boxing News. So yeah, there may be people that's going like, yo, but come on, David Benavidez is young and shit like that. And I know, y'all, I know he has hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez, aka Boogeyman, aka, and let me get a bump, Tony Montana. aka probably the most dangerous man at 168 aside from Canelo Alvarez. And I know it's early, right? And I know he got to take accountability, in which he has, accountability, responsibility for getting stripped twice. And of course, you want to say that these guys are young and things of that nature. You know, they experiencing life, you know. These guys are humans in the end of the day. I know that some people like to look at boxers like dogs and chickens and think they got no life outside of boxing and don't want to have no fun. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers be having fun too. Huh? I know you be having fun too. We put a microscope on your life. I know. Let me check your blood. Huh? You probably got a little substance in you, huh? You're probably gonna be popping dirty. I don't be saying anything about no goddamn David Benavidez and his mistakes. You probably have mistakes right now. You probably got a little powder right now in your goddamn nose, huh? Huh? Yeah. You're probably a little drunkity drunk right now, huh? You're probably drinking and driving right now, listening to Punch Drunk Boxing, huh? Uh-huh. Don't be judging, huh? You can't even judge yourself, huh? Oh my God, he can't make weight, motherfucker. You can't make weight. You can't make weight. You just went to the physical right now. The doctor said, hey, you're getting kind of, you gotta slow down. I'm gonna give you prescription pills, you know what I'm saying? Because you got high blood pressure. And you talking shit about David Benavidez when your ass is obese. Don't be, come on, y'all. We so hard on these boxers, man. We so hard on these boxers. You and your fat ass and shit like that. He said Brown Gone said legalize coke. Oh, man. Hey, Brown Gone, you still living them college days, huh? You still living the college days, huh? Girls gone wild, huh? Girls gone wild, huh? Iceman, good looking out, my brother David Baba Yaga. Benavidez. Coke is a hell of a drug. He said my nose is bleeding right now. Wipe that shit. Oh, but I did a video once before, and and a lot of people was like, oh, yo, let me say what's up. Hello, good looking now, my brother Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el favor, el flavor, el boxeo. Ya tú sabes, el favor, no el favor, el flavor. Dímelo, gracias, mi hermano. Bam, on the way. Benavidez is cool. I respect him if wanting to get bigger paychecks since he just had a 6-month-year-old, but he's barking at the wrong tree in Canelo. I mean, I don't think he's barking at the wrong tree. This is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it is. And I was explaining this yesterday on the other live show. That people can't get so serious about call-outs. It's just call-outs. Call-outs like, yo, what's good, yo? It's like, it's call-outs, bro. Come on. I mean, look, 95% of the boxing audience is males, right? So I think we could relate. So when I'm saying things, and shout out to the ladies as well. Shout out to the ladies. But when you be like, mira mi amor, I love you. Diablo, te doy par de muchachos si lo quiere. Te quiero casar contigo. It's all call-outs. You don't mean that. Huh? When you be like in the club, like, yo, baby, there you look. Yeah, I love you, baby. Diablo, mami, pero diablo, tú eres caliente como el sartén. Diablo, mami. I love you, baby. You don't mean that you love her. That's just a call out, man. So in the sport of boxing, a real call out, like I said yesterday and throughout my lives, a real call out is when you send a paperwork, when your representative sends the paperwork to the opposition representative. That's a real call out. That's a real call out. So don't get by the verbal call out. The verbal call out is like the start of the promotion. Is the start of the buildup. So David Benavidez know he's not gonna fight Canelo Alvarez next, but he's in his weight class. He's been a champion. So it's not like he's out of his league calling Canelo Alvarez. Remember, he did have the strap in 168. So it's not like he's some type of prospect calling out Canelo Alvarez. He's in position for it. He was a champion, but to be honest, if it's not Caitlin Plant, if it's not Billy Joe Saunders, who is it? David Benavidez. So he's in position for the fight. He just don't got the title, but we all know that he never lost it. Nobody never beat him for it. He beat himself. And I think that's a respectable call out. You know it and I know it. Now, let's say Edgar Berlanga is a whole different thing. He still got to climb the ladders. But when I said about that, when I dropped that video about Canelo Alvarez, Edgar Berlanga, and David Benavidez, it's because they bring in the type of, or what channel was Brandon Lee fighting? I think it's Showtime. Showtime. They bring in the type of aura. They bring in the type of aura that is needed for a mega fight. When people believe that Canelo Alvarez is entering a 50-50 fight, that's going to be a mega fight. When people believe in David Benavidez is the boogeyman that can knock out Canelo Alvarez. See, Canelo Alvarez haven't had that opponent. He's not going to get it with Plant. He's not getting it with, for me, he's not going to get it with Billy Joe Saunders. And for me, he's not going to get it with Charlo. I mean, Charlo could have knocked out Sergey Derevyanchenko or Adams. So he ain't going to knock out this grenade chin in Canelo Alvarez. But the thought of, okay, he got the reach, he got the power, he got the youth, he know how to box, he know how to box on the outside, he know how to box on the inside, he know how to slug in the inside. David Benavidez and shit like Canelo Alvarez, damn, and he's getting young. He's only 24 years old, so his power is still increasing. So that's what it is. For me, in my opinion, like I said before, the next mega fight. I'm not talking about a good fight. I'm not talking about a great fight. I'm talking about a mega fight. I'm talking about the whole world is watching. I'm talking about the people in Asia and the people, everybody's awake just to see this shit fight. Is gonna be David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion. When I say that Edgar Berlanga may creep up, it's because if he keeps building and knocking everybody in the first round, image is everything. That aura that brings to the table, like, oh, shit, he's going to be in some trouble. That's why people want to see. Mass fights is not what you think. A mass fight is not Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. We all know that he was going to get knocked out. We all know that Leo Santa Cruz was going to get knocked out. Knocked out or stopped. We all know that shit. But it's a 50-50 fight that would be like, yo, you see Triple G bring that aura. So you want to see Triple G and Canelo Alvarez. Oh, shit, yo. We got to watch that. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Let Pancho play. Let me, hold on, give me 1 second, y'all.
Anyway. Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it needs me. Had him at it bone. What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Dennis started show man. Running 90 feet.
¡Pancho! Me arregla esto. Era. Me veo bien. Ahí. Alegría. Alegría. Coño, ¿verdad? Aquí. Damn, I should have got a glass of water, man. G Funky in the building. What's good, G Funky? G Funky in the building. What's good? Everybody subscribe to G Funky. Inmediatamente, coñazo. Listen to me, motherfuckers, everybody. Subscribe to G Funky Boxing. Very good guy right there, my friends. Okay? Coño, what happened? You crazy. So yeah, man, that's a good fight. I still want to see the emerge of Edgar Berlanga. That's probably going to be fighting in April. He's gonna be bringing that type of Puerto Rican crowd into that Puerto Rican, and I think this is why I believe that those gonna be the mass fights for him, the mass. And of course, Charlo is a great fight, but I don't want to hear that. Oh my God, Canelo need to step up to fight Charlo. No, that's a step down. Okay, there's no such thing as a step up going to 160 when you already fought 175. I already see excuses, smoke going around that fight. I already see the excuses smoke coming around that fight. So I would like to see Charlo moving up to 168. And if he's not willing to do that right now, then of course, Yes, rap star. He's one of the most vocal fighters. He's calling dudes bitches and stuff like that. And people be like, dude, you better take your vaccine now. I will not get in the ring with you. You're gonna give me coronavirus in the 3rd round if I get in the ring with you. Because as soon as I take my mask off, if you don't take that vaccine, I will not fight you. I never heard fighters talk like this. I'm sorry, I never know. Come on, I like Jamal Charlo. I like the Charlo brothers. I respect them, but come on. I won't fight him if he doesn't take the vaccine. I don't know. That sounds kind of like, I don't know, guys. Come on, help me out here, man. Huh? I would not fight him if he doesn't take the vaccine. Motherfucker been listening to CNN too much. You could tell he's a liberal. You could tell Jamal Charlo is a liberal. Huh? I would not fight him. Come on, man. You got to take this fight. This is a good fight. It's good for you right now. No, Al, no. If he doesn't take the vaccine, I would not get in the ring with him. I mean, I got children, all right? I'm taking the vaccine. He got to take the vaccine. What you going to do? You going to fight with the mask too? You gonna fight with the mask too? And the referee was like, all right, it's time to take the mask. You know, when the referee, before the fight, come through fruition and stuff like that, they take an instruction from the referee, hey guys, and stuff like, all right, take your mask off. I'm taking the mask off. God, you gotta take the mask off. You're about to ding ding, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take maybe I ain't taking the mask off. No. Nah. Bayless, did he take the vaccine? I won't fight him. Even when they go through all these testing, El Coto, dime, my friend, Brooklyn, New York, what is good, my friend? Yo, even when you see when they're about to fight and you see everybody with the mask, didn't y'all all get tested just now? Like, what the fuck? Like the trainer with the mask. He got the mask on with the thing on. Hey, it's so hot and the shit get fogged up. You need to do this. And the box like, I can't see you, man. What the fuck you trying to say? Yeah? Take your mask off. Yeah, why? Bon, what's good, Bon? Like, why everybody got a mask on? And the fuck, this is the fight. Trainers, take the mask off. Come on, y'all took the test. Sheesh. Lord, man. Something is like corny in boxing sometimes, man. I mean, corny sometimes, man. But, I'm going to tell you like this. Look, Benavidez, he's go out there on this Saturday, and knock out Ellis. He knocks out Ellis, and that aura's just going to keep on rising. If he knocks out Ellis in a spectacular fashion, people going to be like, oh, shit. See, because this is what it is. You got to perform at all times. At all times. Punch Young de los míos. Dímelo, Ariel de lo mío! You feel me? What Luke Campbell at 135 name have to do? Is Brandon Lee fighting tonight? Yes, sir. Rap star, boxing knowledge. All my Asians in the building. Yep, he's going to fight tonight, Brandon Lee. I got my Brandon Lee shirt, man. They sent me a Brandon Lee shirt. Shout out to Brandon Lee. Half Korean, half Mexican. I ain't know that. A lot of people ain't know about that. A lot of people don't know that he's half Korean, half Mexican, Brandon Lee. See, if I was Brandon Lee's manager, man, we be making money, man. I be putting him like a fucking, I already know how to market him and shit like that. I make it do a lot of antics. Hold on, y'all. Let me send. Let me share. We don't speak, man. All right, guys. All right. Okay. You wanna play rough? Huh? Okay. I do this for fun. Yeah. All right, my friends. Give me 1 second, my friend. Give me 1 second, my friend. Oh shit. What the fuck, man? Alright, off. Okay. Done. Alright. Hold on, mi amigos. Okay. Rastar's cool because he ain't a liberal. Oh man. The open secret that Triple G is half Korean. Yeah, but he's a I mean, I always look at Triple G as Asian because Kazakhstan isn't Kazakhstan considered Asians? I thought Kazakhstan was considered Asian, so I always looked at Triple G as an Asian fighter. I always looked at Triple G as an Asian fighter. David Benavidez is overrated. He's good, but I feel like he's just another hype job for the folks who keep wanting someone to beat Canelo. I feel like David is too flat-footed. I don't think he's a hype job. He is a champion. He beat Anthony Durrell. Anthony Durrell is not a hype job. Exactly. But that country is full of Russians, colonizers as well. Okay, no, I understand that. But I always just looked at Kazakhstan as an Asian. I always looked at Triple G as Asian. I never looked at him like a Russian or anything like that. I looked at him like an Asian fighter. David Benavidez is overrated. He's good, but I don't think he's overrated. The Urge. I don't think he's overrated at all. I think he's performed. I think that he have shot himself on the foot. I think that he has beaten himself. I think he's still young. I think he's real young. Samir was good. Fuck. Hold on. Black and Brown Boxing in the building. What's good, bro? What's good? Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Chalo con el pollo loco. So I do think like in the Last Man Standing 168. Okay, maybe I'm all right. Let's do. Who would you rather watch Canelo Alvarez fight at 168? Would you rather see Canelo Alvarez, and who would you think gives Canelo Alvarez the best competition in 168? Who you think? Who you think is gonna give him the most trouble? There's the people that are gonna be Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, there's gonna be people that are gonna say Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. Who in 168 could give Canelo the major problems. Or if you want Charlo to move up to 168, mention Charlo. You want Demetrius Andre to move to 168, let me know. Let us know who you think that you see that's gonna get if it's not a 50-50 fight. Canelo Alvarez right now doesn't have any 50-50 fights, in which I believe he does not have a 50-50 fight right now. Who is that guy that's gonna be a 60-40 or 55-45? I got Benavidez. Kid said Charlo. Benavidez. Bivol horse could drop to 168 and take all the belts. Bivol. I'm not a fan of people dropping down to take the belts unless if they was already down. You know what I'm saying? And just recently moved up, you know? If we know that he's really, really a smaller man, you know? Like, I wouldn't want to see Benavidez drop to 160, knowing that he's already struggling at 168. You know, I wouldn't want to see that. He would KO Andrade. Plan gets KO'd. Saunders has a quick feet. Two trouble Canelo. Yeah, I think Billy Joe Saunders has that type of puzzle. Offensive wise, Billy Joe defensive. Canelo making all these dudes look average. Yeah, and that's only because we haven't feel like they've proven themselves or have created some type of a legit legacy. I'm not saying that they're not champions, but a legit legacy. Well, Andre Ward was my favorite fighter before he retired, really. He was my pound for pound number one. I like Andre Ward's style. Andre too much for Nello. I mean, at 160, I say Andre would have given the most problems, in my opinion. 168, Billy Joe Saunders does bring that type of skill set that will make Canelo Alvarez adjust, I think, more than anybody else. But I don't believe that Billy Joe Saunders' power. See, with Canelo Alvarez got a lot of tools, man. And a lot of people don't talk about how great of a defensive fighter he is. He's a great defensive fighter. A lot of people don't give him credit for that. It's almost like when it comes to Canelo Alvarez that nobody always they rarely mention his defense because he has so many tools and so many arsenals in the offensive game. People don't see the great upper body movement when it comes to defense. His foot precision. It's not like he needs to move a lot. He knows how to work his way in the ring. And you may think that he's sometimes flat-footed, but he knows how to position himself. He knows how to work them angles. He knows how to mix them punches. He knows, and the accuracy and the punch placement of Canelo Alvarez is by far one of the best in the game, or probably the best in the game. Body, headshots, everything, hooks, uppercuts, liver shots, all those shots. He's just got everything in the bag. But it's almost like, I'm not comparing him to Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson was so good offensively that people didn't give him credit for that defense. Mike Tyson had great defense. That peekaboo style that Customato applied in his skill set. This dude had a lot of defense, but his offensive game overshadowed everything else. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these people going. Let me get these things going, man. Rap star in the building from the UK, London.
Let's go, Moonshine. I see you working hard out here on these streets of YouTube. For all of us boxing fans, man, we appreciate you, Moonshine. What are we cooking tonight?
Hey, we're talking about the 168. We're talking about David Benavidez. David Benavidez is going to be fighting this weekend. I think he's going to propel himself to get to win and get a knockout, and then increase the pressure. Increase the pressure for somebody to get in the ring with him. It's going to increase the pressure. Canelo Alvarez is going to hear Benavidez's name time and time again. Canelo Alvarez is going to be like, he's going to be mad at reporters, but the Benavidez name is going to be haunting him. It's going to be whispering him. It's going to be Benavidez.
Hey, man, Benavidez is the most vocal boxer. He's calling everybody out. You know, he's not ducking none of the smoke. But one thing about Benavidez, what I do like is his confidence. He is really confident, but it can go against him, Moonshine, because nobody's calling Canelo out like Benavidez is. You know, this can go against Benavidez. Remember this. When you're that confident and you lose, people will turn against you. So Benavidez is taking, you know, either he's that confident and he believes in himself, or, you know, he's taking a risk just to build the, you know, just to build his promotion, build his brand. What do you think about that, Moonshine? It can go against him, you know.
I mean, that's the only way that he could do it right now. You know why that's the only way he could do it right now? Because he's in 168 pounds. He's been a champion. Nobody never beat Benavidez. So he's in position. It's not like he's some type of prospect. He's been a champion. So the only person he could actually call in his division, it's not like David Benavidez is calling him from 160 or 154. He's in his division. He could only look at few people right now. He could only call out the same guy that he's calling out Plant. He's calling out Charlo because Charlo says something about him. But then now he's calling out Canelo Alvarez. There's so many people that he could call out, and I think he's calling out the right guy. Now, in terms of people saying if he's ready or not, I think how can he not be ready?
Yeah, but when you're talking like that, bro, and you're calling out the number one guy like Canelo Alvarez, you know, even Billy Joe Saunders doesn't want to run his mouth with Canelo. Even any of Canelo's opponents don't want to talk about Canelo like that. And Benavidez is talking about Canelo like he ain't, you know, like he ain't special. And, you know, at some point, I love Benavidez' confidence. People love that kind of shit. But you're talking about the man. What everybody's really going to talk about is Canelo Alvarez. Now, how can you put Canelo Alvarez down? You know, it can go against Benavidez, Moonshine. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, I'm not putting Canelo Alvarez down whatsoever.
No, I'm saying Benavidez puts him down.
Oh, yeah. I don't even think he puts him down. I think that's just a fight that he wants. It's a fight that he needs to call out. It's just a fight that he needs to call out.
Yeah, but yesterday he turned around and said, look, if Canelo stays at the weight division when I get a title, I will knock him out. I think that is really, you know what I mean? I think Benavidez is either overconfident or he's building himself, because nobody is speaking to Canelo the way Benavidez does. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it can go against him, because I don't think Canelo's going to let him off. I do think once Canelo finishes with Caleb Plant, he's going to come and deal with Benavidez. He has to, because Benavidez is the only fighter who is putting Canelo down every week. I watch the videos on a regular, and he doesn't have the respect for Canelo Alvarez like the other fighters do, bro.
Let me ask you this. Because people want to say that if Canelo Alvarez fights Plant, then that automatically means that he's going to go to PBC. Like, he don't got to go to PBC. They got to come to him. If you want Canelo Alvarez, you're gonna bring him out wherever he at. If Canelo Alvarez want to fight in Triller, Plant, you going to go to damn goddamn Triller. If you want to go to the damn History Channel, if Canelo Alvarez want to go to the History Channel and fight in the goddamn Africa in the jungle out there with the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, and Plant, you got to go to the History Channel. I don't understand people saying like, oh my God, if Canelo Alvarez is going to go to PBC after this fight to fight Caleb Plant. Nah. And I think that Benavidez, I mean, I would figure that Al Heyman would like that in-house money with Plant and Benavidez, and then the winner of that go for Canelo Alvarez. At least he's gonna get some in-house money.
Yeah, I don't see Canelo Alvarez going to PBC. He does have no reason to be with PBC.
But we're not overall. Let me take it back, because people forget that David Benavidez is actually signed to Samson. He's not really signed to Al Heyman. He's really a Samson fighter.
Al Heyman's his advisor, though, right?
I gotta double check on that, because I know he's with Samson. He's with Samson.
Listen,
he's been with Samson.
Yeah, Canelo don't need to go to no PBC, bro. Canelo's got an amazing deal, a cushy deal with DAZN. You know, he don't need to go nowhere. They're going to pay him his worth. Huh?
Only got the 2-fight deal.
Yeah, but he's going to go 2 fights, and he's going to see where he's at after those 2 fights. And I'm sure DAZN are going to reinvest into Canelo. They're not going to just keep Canelo now and let him go later.
Hey, you're going to have to bring that type of cash. That type of cachet. I think that Canelo Alvarez could go anywhere he want.
Yeah, but DAZN has multi-billionaires invested into DAZN. And I do believe that DAZN are very, very interested. They got a lot of interest in Canelo Alvarez. Their 2 biggest cash cows is Canelo and Anthony Joshua.
So yeah, but so we agree on that. I don't think that he's gonna. I don't think that he's gonna go to PBC. I think the PBC fighter will have to go to him.
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm just putting the phone on charge. Give me 1 minute.
Go ahead, wipe your ass. Yeah, they go, yo, Brendan, they're gonna be fighting in the History Channel. Canelo Alvarez go to the if Canelo Alvarez wanna go to Nickelodeon, they're gonna be fighting in Nickelodeon. Damn it. If they're gonna fight Instagram Live, they're gonna fight Instagram Live.
Hey, let me tell you the future of boxing. I'll tell you what I think. The future of boxing, we could even get boxing on Netflix. One day we could even get boxing on a Disney Channel. It just depends how many subscribers and what they bring to the table. So boxing can change in the future. Everybody has Netflix at home. So what about if Netflix get involved in boxing?
Now, you know how boxing, you know how I think boxing is going to be? It's going to be, you remember, okay, do you follow Kanye West?
Yeah, of course. I used to follow him a lot more before he went crazy.
What was the album? What was the album that he dropped 2013? What's the name of it? What's the name of it? They had the orange cover.
Is that the one where he was on a piano with all the people dressed up in white? Is that the album?
No, not that one. But put it this way, look, he dropped the album, right? And he dropped the album. He created a website, an app or a website just for his album, just for the album to drop. His album dropped on that website. And then later on, it went to in distribution everywhere else, right? Same thing boxing works. I think that boxing is going to be just like that. The power plays in boxing. Like I'm talking about Canelo Alvarez. And this is why I talk about these young fighters. Because these young fighters, when I say changing the game, I'm not talking about changing the game like in the boxing ring. I'm talking about these guys are going to get their own little tech guy, their tech geek or whatever. And they're going to create their own app for their own fight. And then it's going to be just like that. That's how I feel. Like if Ryan Garcia, I'll be like, you know what? Let me just try this once. Let me try this once. If I'm a free agent, let me try this shit once. And let me create some type of fight and put it on an app, create a new app or create a website, and my fight is going to go to that, and let's see where it's going to go. And get them ads, get sponsors and stuff like that. And I think that's the way boxing is going to go. These promoters are going to go bye-bye. Just like in the music industry, these labels, they're going bye-bye. Nobody needs those damn labels. Now you just need the big, you just need those entities to distribute everywhere else. But that's it. And I think the promoters, they're going, the top ranks and all of them, I think they're going to go bye-bye.
Okay, so you think big platforms and different avenues will be, interested in the sport and bidding for the sport, and it'll take the promoters out?
The promoters got to act, got to really be fair. The promoters, the cheap promoters, them Dino report, the Dino Rhino report on promoters, and these belt federation, if they don't get their acts together, these fighters is not gonna give a damn about no belts. They probably just gonna include the ring magazine, the ring, the lineal belt, and it's just gonna be like back in the days, and just worry about that belt.
Yeah. Hey, also I got to ask you a very, subject here. I'm a big fan of SOG. Andre Ward. I'm a really big fan of him.
Me too.
And in the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of floppy channels saying that Andre Ward is coming back to fight Canelo. Now, I don't know whether it's hype. I don't know if it's any substance in that conversation. But if Andre Ward comes back, how long has he been retired, Moonshine?
Like 3.5 years, I think. Like 3.5 years. Let me get this super chat. Carlos Rosado. Nelo ain't losing to Benavidez. And the album was called, Life of Pablo. Yeah, the Life of Pablo, when he created that website, when this album was coming out. I think that's what they should do.
Yeah. Do you think it's a huge fight for Andre Ward to come back, which was one of the pound-for-pound guys in his time, to come back against Canelo? Would that be a mega fight in America?
That would be a mega fight. That would be a mega fight.
And do you think Andre Ward's left it too long to come back to fight Canelo?
Yes, but that would be a mega fight. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard did that, right? Sugar Ray Leonard did that when he came back and faced Camacho.
Yeah, but he got knocked out.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. It's a mega fight, but you're going to get knocked out.
You're funny. Hey, so did Andre Ward have any injuries or anything that he retired?
The knee injury. I think the knee injury was killing him.
Yeah, I love Andre Ward, bro, but I don't think he can beat Canelo now. I think he left it too long. He's not in tune. Canelo's way more active. Canelo has improved way more, is a different fighter. I think Andre Ward needs to stay retired. What do you think about that, Moonshine?
Nah. If a fighter don't want to fight, he don't got it in him. Got it in him. I don't think they should fight. This is the type of game that you can't be in. The type of game where you just wanna, you know, you don't
Yeah,
got
but
your
why
heart
would
in it.
Andre Ward want to come back to prove that to Canelo Alvarez? I mean,
If he comes back, it's because it's money. The only way he comes back is money. I
they'll
mean,
give
he left on top.
right.
He left being number one pound for pound. He left the game great. And he can, he got investments. He did great with his money. He don't feel like he need. Andre Ward was always a smart guy. He don't feel like he need to get punched in the face for some type of money. I mean, he don't need to get punched in the face if he don't need the money.
Yeah, but he's thinking of coming back to fight the number one guy, and I think it could be very detrimental. 3.5 years is too long for me. That's way inactive to come and fight a fresh breed, hungry like Mr. Canelo Alvarez, bro. I mean, I'd love to see that fight. I'm not gonna lie. I hope if it happens, then let it happen. But I think it's a bit too late for Andre. That's just my, you know what I mean? I just can't see how Andre could come back and beat Canelo right now. And it is a big fight, though.
Yeah, that's a big fight. That's a big fight. And 168 though.
Can Andre make 168 anymore?
Yeah, I think that'd be too much with his layoff and things of that nature. And then I remember he was working out. 175 he'll probably make it, but 168 that's asking for too much with his type of layoff.
I think Canelo, if he ever did that, he would fight him at 175 just to make it a bit.
Canelo
fair, right?
could do it. Canelo could do it. Canelo, I think Canelo's the type that he would sacrifice. He would fluctuate his weights to get the proper fight. But all right, but that's right now. That's fantasy matchup. I'm saying there's too many things going on in the sport of boxing to be worried about some fantasy shit right now. We got some real shit going on in the sport of boxing right now.
Yeah, we got a little bit of shit. We got fantasy fights that people are talking about for active fighters. They're trying to make that into a fantasy fight. Like
we don't need no damn fantasy fight. We're gonna be having one of the most anticipating fights in the sport of boxing, Chocolatito and Estrada. We don't need no damn fantasy fights. Huh?
Yeah, but why is Chocolito and Estrada not in a big mainstream? Why is it so quiet? I don't understand. It's a huge fight for us. This is a legacy fight.
It is a big fight, and people are paying attention to it. But if you're in the bubble of the YTBC, and there's gonna be other channels that probably got a lot of subscribers that is not into, the particulars of, that if you identify with the race and, they ain't gonna talk about it.
So can I ask you on the other side, if Estrada wins, would you rate him like an Eric Morales? Would you have him like a Marco Antonio Barrera?
No, I will rate him as Estrada.
No, but would you have him as those kind of guys in those legacy fighters like Eric Morales, Barrera?
Yeah, he's gonna be pound for pound. He's gonna be pound for pound, and he's gonna be in the pound for pound list, and he's already in a lot of people's pound for pound list. You like we said yesterday, somebody going bye-bye. Somebody going bye-bye in the pound for pound list.
Yeah, somebody definitely gonna go bye-bye. But again, I think that's a huge fight for us. I think that's gonna bring a big buzz to the table. These guys are warriors, man. They're gonna give everything in that fight, man. And I can't wait, Moonshine. But this is the first time, Moonshine, I'm not putting any money on any fighter. I'm in the fence. For the first time, I'm Rap Stars telling you, I'm on the fence. I don't know who to go with on this fight.
Come on, Rap. So you got to give the people. You got to teach the people out there. What you mean you don't know what's going on?
And I'm teaching the people.
So go ahead, teach.
How about this? I'm teaching the people. I'm going for a 50-50 draw. I'm going for a draw.
Man, they ain't teaching the damn people.
I can't go against Roman Gonzalez either. I can't go against Chocolito either, bro. He's more stronger for me. He's more aggressive than Estrada, but Estrada's got more of the legs. Estrada can use the ring better than Roman Gonzalez. I don't know. That fight is just too confusing me, bro. I'm being honest with you. It's never normally happened to me like this. But I am 50-50.
Hated it.
Yeah, they don't like that prediction. They don't like that prediction. Yo, like that
I'm gonna
prediction,
put
rap.
£200 on a draw. I might put £200 on a draw.
Damn, I don't think it'll be a no knockout though. I
That's
can't.
what I mean. And I think the reason why I think it could be a draw, I think there could be a third legacy fight like a Barrera and Eric Morales.
Yo, Estrada last fight, Chocolatito last fight. It's just they in fucking shape, bro. They in shape. They in shape. Like it look Chocolatito look like he go another 10 rounds.
Chocolito won that title off our Calya fight. He won a WBA super title, didn't he? Or is it a WBA title? What has he got?
I think it was WBA.
Yeah. So, you know, he came back to redeem himself and beat the world champion in our country again.
William Boxing, good looking now. William Boxing, good looking now, bro.
Yes, William. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's a hard fight to call. Okay, then, Moonshine, you break it down and you call the fight and you tell me who's going to win, my brother.
Well,
I'm going to put you on the spot.
I believe the first round is going to start off. They go as a fill-out round. It's a fill-out round just for like a few minutes and a half, but the punch is gonna keep on. It's gonna keep on flying. Then the second round, they're already gonna be warmed up. They're gonna be throwing punches and punches. It's gonna be a swing round in the first, a swing round in the second, a swing round in the third, a swing round in the fourth. The swing round in the. I think it's gonna be. Oh man, I think it's gonna be a knockdown.
Choose the winner, goddammit! You're on the fence. You're trying to duck the question, huh?
I got Chocolatito. Winning 7-5, 7-5, and people gonna believe that it might be. They're gonna think that it's gonna be 7-5 Estrada, and then we're gonna go on the trilogy, baby, on the trilogy.
Okay, I'm going for a draw. It's a draw. It's gonna be a draw, and then I feel there's gonna be a trilogy after
Boo.
this. Hey, say what you want, bro.
Boo.
Hey, some of those draws, Moonshine, they're amazing fights, bro. Sweet science of boxing. You know, we love those kind of fights too, my brother.
Good looking out, Edwin. Good looking out. Appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate it. For
sure. Hey, people are asking on the chat, what channel is Brandon Lee fighting in America?
Showtime.
Oh, he's on Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about his opponent? Because I don't.
Nah, I don't know too much. I buy houses in the building. What's good?
Facts.
Kodo got Estrada.
Right. So are you interested?
I got a good nah. I'm putting pressure on you. No draw. Pick it right now. Pick it.
I'm not gonna because I don't want people to put their money thinking that they can listen. I'm going for a draw.
You ain't no damn financial advisor.
I'm putting money on the draw myself. But if you push me and you said to me you put a gun to my head, I'm going for Estrada if it has to be then. I feel Estrada can win by 1-2 rounds.
Two snaps, a twist, and a...
Okay. Alrighty.
You're funny, bro. Shit, it's hard, man, sometimes because, you know, we're boxing pugilists and it's very hard to break it down who's going to win. But if you
that means you're going to miss the David Benavidez fight, right?
Is it on the same time?
Yes, sir.
I love Benavidez, but I'm watching Chocolito versus Estrada. And then I'll go back to Benavidez after. What about the women?
Cecilia Breakers versus
Why do I always have to remind you about them?
Jessica, no. I talk about the ladies. I talk about the queens. It's you. You are the one. You are the one that be like, oh, the woman is this and the woman is that and the woman is that. Don't. Damn, respect the ladies. Respect the queens.
Okay, let me ask everybody in the chat. If Cecilia Breakers was fighting on the same time as Benavidez, what are they watching?
Come on, man. Well, but why you gotta do that to the ladies like that?
Because I just want to prove to you that it's
hard. You want to prove to me that nobody cares about the ladies?
No, I want to prove to you that the ladies boxing, right, is fake. A lot of people just say they watch it just to keep You know, keep that momentum going. Those fans are fake. They're not like you, Moonshine. They don't follow the sanctioning bodies. They don't even follow the top 10 fighters. You ever speak to anybody who knows ladies boxing, they don't even know the last opponent for Cecilia Breakers. They don't even know the last opponent for Serrano. They don't even know the last opponent for Katie Taylor. I mean, these are the biggest
Dominican
fighters.
chick, Pursoon, the Dominican chick. Hector, good looking out like war, but fought dirty elbows, headbutts. Good looking out, my brother. I mean, he fights on the inside and fights on the outside. You know, he's very strategic. He could slug it out. He could bang it out. Pause. Good looking out, my brother. But McCaskill Breakers. But see, but why you put it like that, Rap Star? Because then it's like, of course, man. I understand. There's people that this is new. People don't.
Yeah, but they fuck up. This is where I'm telling you where they're fucking up. They should put them on the undercard. The ladies should be on the undercard of Chocolito versus Estrada.
They are. They are.
They are on the undercard?
Yeah, this is the co-main event.
See, I don't even fucking know that because nobody in the boxing pugilist world is talking about them. They don't even talk about them, bro.
This is the co-main event to Chocolatito and Estrada.
Well, that will help them.
Okay,
that would help them.
That's what that. Yeah, and look, when I'm talking about when women boxing, you just got to put them. It's placement. I believe the real problem is placement. You put them. Okay. Remember, it was supposed to be Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, but there was going to be co-main event to Dillian White and Povetkin. See, that was going to be good for them, even though that they could have their own main event in the UK, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. But you put them in the co-main event like that, especially not putting them like in the first fight of the event where it's 9 o'clock and nobody's paying attention to the damn fight. You know, when nobody's the arena, they can't put the women's there. If you want to elevate the sport of the women boxing, you got to put them as co-main event, and it has to be a good fight.
Yeah, see, if the co-main event is a letdown, this can go against the women's boxing. You get what I mean? I just think at the end of the day, Moonshine, I'm honest. It's like a lot of people, they don't follow it with the same interest and heart for women's boxing. You know, they just use it as like they're interested, but they're not watching it properly. I just think the women's boxing is suffering, bro. It's in a foundation of its own. They need to get real investors in. They need to build another crowd. We don't even see any fucking women on YouTube talking about women's boxing. So are women not interested in women's boxing?
I don't think women are interested in that.
So women don't want to watch their own women be warriors to fight each other. So why doesn't women look up to that?
I don't know. We gotta ask the women.
I never seen a woman who's excited telling me, "Hey, Rapstar, come with me. I want to watch this women's boxing event." Never. I've never met any women who are excited about boxing like that, about women's boxing, bro. They're more interested in for men. When I speak to women, they're interested in men's boxing. They're not interested in women's boxing as much. Maybe it's just the people I talk to. But how do you feel about that?
I think boxing is boxing. Yeah, we could talk about women boxing and men boxing. I just think that at this point, promotion is so suck. The promotion companies don't promote out there. They're rhinos. Like, you know, when they say rhino Republicans, there's rhinos promoters. They don't want to promote in YouTube. They don't want to come. They don't want to do what Bill Haney does. How about a promoter does what Bill Haney does for his son? Imagine that. Imagine if Lou DiBella is always talking about Amanda Serrano and stuff like that. He needs to talk. These promoters need to tweet it at all their social platforms. They're supposed to be talking about their fighters.
Yeah, but what do you think about the chat when you got people like Harpo, Max saying that women are interested in handbags and makeup and shit like that more than women's boxing, and then you got other people saying I'd rather watch two lesbians make out? You see what I'm saying? It's like they don't have that respect. Like our own subscribers and our hardcore fans don't have respect for women's boxing, Moonshine. They don't respect it. And that's facts.
Look, but we need to respect it though.
I get what you're saying, but how can we sell the product to the people who don't want to buy it? How do we push it?
All right, so women. So this is where they got to take accountability and responsibility. They have to knock out girls out when people are watching, when at least a little people. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Pay-per-view last week, and is Clarissa Shields, right? Pay-per-view. They saying that she's the best. We know she's head and shoulders above her opponents. And even though she accomplished what she accomplished, she gotta knock out girls. That's the difference between in the UFC and women boxing, is that the girl that's getting all the praise ain't knocking nobody out. It's not being malicious. It got to be on some. You see, even Layla Ali was knocking out girls. Layla Ali is, of course, it was the name. It was Layla Ali's daughter. But then when people got her out, when people gave it a chance to look at her, she's knocking people out. People want, this is her game. Even in men, when you're thinking about the greatest of all time, what do? Why people like Manny Pacquiao? Why people like Muhammad Ali? Why people like Jack Johnson and Joe Louis and Mike Tyson and George Foreman and Sonny Liston? Why they like these guys? Why are those? Because those were the guys that was putting dudes out. Entertaining. You got to be entertaining and putting dudes out. So when we look at women boxing right now, yeah, they skillfully, but they got to put these women out. Why Ronda Rousey got her praise? Because she was just fucking going to break she was going to break the socket of a fucking arm. Zhang and Joanna and JJ. Why? That's probably one of the best, arguably one of the best UFC fights. They was banging it out, bro. They was fighting. They was hurting each other. That got to happen in boxing as well. Ain't nobody was even bleeding from the nose.
And also, you got to remember this. These fighters that you're talking about, the Pacquiaos, Errol Spencers, Terence Crawfords, even, you talk about Tank Davis, Teofimo, they sell the story from the beginning. You got a lot of mainstream media making videos about them, showing their story, and it touches the people. We don't have that for the women. The mainstream media are not selling the stories. We don't know what Katie's background is, Amanda Serrano's background. We got to see the story. They don't sell the story to us properly.
But that has to do with
the connection of the fighter with the people is not there. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know, and that's what has to do with promoters. Shadow Ghost, what's good, bro?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of capping. You know what I mean? A lot of people who talk to me about women's boxing, they're not interested. I've tried to speak to people about it, and I got look. I'll take my hat off. Moonshine, let me just say this, my brother. I'll take my hat off to you. I know you're pushing us. I've seen it every week. You're pushing women's boxing, and I respect you for that. But it's going to be hard for you to build the crowd. And I know you're not going to give up, but you're far behind from where we are in men's boxing. Way far.
The women is far behind.
Yeah, but it's going to be far behind for you to get a whole crowd for women's boxing like the way that you want to push it, because you need support. You need media support, and you ain't got that.
And who's media right now?
We all are.
Okay, then we are the media. Then it's our job. If we like it, see, I can't force.
You can't force it. Though.
I can't force you to like it, because in the end of the day, I put it this way. Remember, I told you. A lot of my homeboys, they don't watch boxing. I'm the boxing guy. If there's anybody that wants to even ask a question, to be like, yo, who's this guy? Who's Ryan Garcia? Like, yo, who's that? I never seen him fight. Right. So I'm gonna get. So the example that I gave you that when I spoke to you, I said, yo. I told my boy about Deontay Wilder. He didn't know who Deontay Wilder was, right? And I'm saying, I'm trying to give him the picture, like, yo, he knocking everybody else out. You know, Mike Tyson and stuff like that. Yeah. The last time I fucking saw boxing when fucking the Floyd and Manny Pacquiao shit, I said I'll never watch boxing again and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, this guy, Deontay Wilder, he's knocking everybody out, bro. You gotta see it. Then we in the barbershop. We put the Deontay Wilder fight on, and I think it was the Ortiz fight, right? And Ortiz is just outboxing him. That was the first fight, right? And then in the end, he did. Deontay Wilder did what he did. They seen him hurt, and he did what he did. But then my homeboys in the barbershop, they was like, I ain't seeing like a Mike Tyson. I try to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, this guy's knocking everybody out. But see, this is what women got to do. When at least somebody got a peek of an eye on them, they gotta perform. They gotta perform. They got to do something special, and this is what it is going on in women's sport. And women, please don't. This is why I do call Amanda Serrano This is why I call Amanda Serrano pound for pound the knockout queen of boxing, because at least when she gets on it, she is knocking girls out.
Yeah, but nobody hears about it. Like, look, let me just
Because the
put it to you.
the promoters don't do their work.
Look, I come from England. Edgar Berlanga has made himself into a star now because he's got 16 fights, 16 knockouts. Nobody knows Edgar Berlanga's fucking opponent, but everybody's talking about Edgar Berlanga.
But why?
And he's not even he's a prospect.
Why?
Nobody talks about these women, bro. When these men come up, like Ryan Garcia, when Ryan Garcia said, fuck that, I want Tank Davis, there was like 3,000-4,000 videos talking about this shit every day. But you talk about, what did Clarissa Shields say the other day? I have to lose my butt to fight Katie, right? Mm-hmm. She said that, right?
Yeah.
You only made the video. I never saw many people in media make that video. But then you took the butt off. I saw you put a butt on the fucking video.
Oh, YouTube took it out.
Yeah, YouTube took Clarissa Shields' butt out, bro. Why did they take the butt out, bro? They didn't approve Clarissa Shields' fucking butt.
So you going in and out of my channel to see the butt, right?
Well, you put it there, and I was like, what the fuck? I said, he's put Clarissa Shields' ass all over the YouTube, bro. She's gonna fucking sue you, bro.
YouTube took it out, bro.
Oh shit!
I got the email, man. I said, "What the fuck did I do? Come on, man! I showed a whole ass. I showed a booty with a G-string on."
Hey, Clarissa Shield took it off, man. She fucking complained to YouTube. She said, "This motherfucker got my fucking ass everywhere."
Well, she was talking about her titty and ass.
Yeah, but
and she just gave us
right?
you gave us the window to not talk about your titty and ass. You said you don't want to lose no ass, and that's what you bring the titties and the ass.
Bro, that's funny.
Hey,
bro.
I'm just trying to run a Christian show here. I Rapstar. That's all.
Yeah, but you putting her ass everywhere trying to get her.
I'm just reporting the news, man. I'm just reporting the news.
I don't even know if the ass helped her or not, bro. But carry on.
Hey, but maybe that will bring you into the sport, into women's sport. But the fight before that, nah, that's gonna run people off.
Oh shit, bro. But yeah,
nah. Let's be real. Let's be honest. The fight before that is not helping women boxing. Ladies. That was like a grandma versus her daughter that got like.
Oh shit, bro.
Okay, all right. So let's be real. Cause this is punch wrong boxing. We hold nothing. We know we hold nothing. We hold nothing back.
Shall I tell you what it's gonna take?
No. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's fuck it. Because everybody gotta listen to it. Everybody gotta listen to it. Yeah. Does look matter?
I think in women's boxing it does.
Does look matter?
Yeah, I think if a sexy chick comes along and starts knocking people out like Edgar Berlanga, she's gonna become a superstar. Because not only she looks sexy, she's fucking knocking people out. This is the kind of woman that you need in boxing to change boxing, bro. You need a woman to start coming out knocking people out in the first, second round.
But she gotta look sexy. She gotta look cute and sexy.
Huh?
She gotta look cute and sexy at the same time.
You'll get a lot of perverts, or you get a lot of people. You're gonna get another attraction of men who are gonna be interested in that lady. So you
think that Ronda Rousey was attractive?
She was at one point, but then she started looking like a pig. But go ahead. I'm just keeping it real. When she lost, bro, she started looking like a pig. But when she was in shape, she was nice. She looked, at one stage she was all right. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, let me ask everybody in the chat. Give me the 3 hottest boxing ladies in boxing today. And please be honest. Give me 3 of the hottest boxing ladies right now. Because I don't remember any of them. They all look a little bit different to me.
All right, Amanda Serrano.
So you tell me that you like Amanda Serrano's body or you like her face?
I like her face and body.
You really like Amanda Serrano's face?
Hold on. Yeah. Amanda Serrano. I like Natasha Jonas.
Natasha Jonas is okay, but have you seen her away from makeup? Let me put the picture up. Have you seen how she looks?
But come on, but of course they training. Ain't nobody got going to the fucking Grammys
Bro,
when
I
they
don't
training.
fancy no Natasha Jonas, bro. When you seen her away from makeup, she looks.
Does he? Oh, how Natasha Jonas look?
When she's got
pretty, yes or
makeup,
no?
she looks all right.
But that's a woman thing.
Exactly, but you know when she ain't got that makeup, bro, she looking weird. But carry on.
Come on, man.
Give me another girl then. See, this is what I'm saying. We ain't got no attraction or glamourness in our sport of women.
Come on, man.
They don't listen. They don't. I don't know what it is, bro. But some of the shit they're eating, they're looking a bit more like. I don't know. They're looking. I don't know. I don't want to say.
Ebony, yeah. Look at what DJ Saddam said. Ebony Bridges, Natasha Jonas, Jessica McCaskill. Yo, Cecilia Breakers is good too. What are you talking about, man? What's? I know what you like. I know what you like.
Listen,
Rap star, I know what you like.
No, look. Women are made to look petite and look feminine. You get what I'm saying? Some of these women, they lose that feminine look.
Like the girls that was fighting before the Clarissa Shield fight.
You said it, not me, but yeah.
Nah, I know what you like, Rap Star. I know what you like, Rap Star. Rap Star, this is what you like, Rap Star.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'd rather go sit with Amanda Serrano now. That's fucking crazy.
That's what you like, Rap Star. Hold on.
Oh no!
I got you right here, my brother. Hold on.
Hey, you becoming like Rolly. Hey, Punch Drunk's becoming like Rolly lately. You're becoming a troll, bro. What's all that about?
What's good, Coach Malachi Williams? What's good?
Hey, what's good, fam? What's good, man? I told you I was coming on, bro.
Good looking out. I didn't know you was going to show up. I'm like, all right, he's in the gym, working out.
Yeah.
The muscle was popping out the screen, my brother.
No, man, I'm just tired. I've been at it, man. I've been trying to, I spoke with Shannon Briggs today.
Okay.
You know, because, he lives in Miami right here with me, so I'm trying to get him on the show. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. He hasn't confirmed anything yet, but he did reach back out and said, okay, champ, we're going to get together and do it. I'll let you know. But I also got in contact with John David Jackson, and he said he's going to do the show. He's going to try to do it this week. So I want to get him on and just talk about the state of boxing. And I love boxing, so we just want to chop it up, see exactly what he has going on and stuff like that. But I really, bro, I really appreciate being on your show. I was watching some of your videos today, man. You are hilarious. What I like about it
you're hilarious as well.
Hey, I don't try to be. That's just who I am. Like, I'm a very energetic, up-tempo person, and I try to call it straight down the middle. I'm not team this fighter or that fighter. I just try to be objective. When you're doing this here, you got to try to be as objective as possible to get both sides of the coin.
Facts.
But
everybody,
ahead,
this is New Media Today USA Boxing, and subscribe to New Media Today USA Boxing. Coach Malachi Williams. Tell a little bit about your channel so everybody know.
Yeah, man. USA Today. New Media Today USA. I'm kind of New Media Today USA boxing. Pretty much. I started this channel about I would say a couple months ago, probably in January, like January 1st, something like that. It's taking off right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like it's doing a lot better than I thought it was. And I'm trying to get to 10,000 before the year's over with. And I think I'm gonna be there based on what I know. My background is marketing and advertising. I'm a journalist registered with the United States Press Agency. I used to cover music, but now I'm on this boxing thing because I've been doing it forever. I used to box myself for 5 years. A Puerto Rican guy beat me real bad one day in spar, and I haven't been back. So
that's your cue.
that's when I was 20. You know what I mean? So I'm just being honest with you. So, but I love the sport of boxing. I've been following it. Ali. I'm 47 years old, so I'm almost 50. But I've been following the sport for a long time. So I come up in that era to where the champions fought the best fought the best. There was no you on this side of the street, this person on that side of the street. I'm a pick
crossing guard.
Yeah, no. Everybody had to fight everybody. You know what I mean? Now it's a lot of politics I don't like in the sport of boxing, but I try to be as objective as possible, give both sides of the spectrum, even if it's something I don't like. But my channel, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get objectivity. I try to show love to everybody. You know, if someone say something out of pocket, I try to put them right back in pocket. Some people may sound kind of controversial because I do address a lot of the LDBC stuff, the narratives that's being pushed. That has nothing to do with boxing. And but other than that, that's it, man. That's what I'm all about. I'm looking to do interviews like with channels like yourself. I love your work. Believe it or not, I'm going to tell you a true story. I had people reach out to me telling me to link up with you, to link up with Showbiz the Adult, because I do watch him. Kurt DeVille, I talked to Kurt. Well, I haven't talked to him, but I sent him a message. He responded back. Sporting Icons, a lot of the channels in the UK. So it's a lot of people that I really admire, that I look up to, like people like yourself, that I really watch their work. And when I found out about you, I'm like, oh man, this guy is straight. I was watching a video where you was giving a tour of your neighborhood, about the mosque and then the
Catholic church, the Jewish temple.
Synagogue. And I'm like, bro, like you come from a very diverse background with all these different train of thoughts.
Facts, yep.
Nothing is more divisive or than religion. Not divisive, but more like, you know, when you part of this religion, that religion, everybody's getting along. You can't help but be objective and see everybody's side of the coin.
Exactly, and it's controversial because I get it. I get a lot of people was not raised like that. You know, some places in the country it is a black white thing, or just let's say in the West Coast is the Hispanics are more like Mexicans. Like they don't hear too many of what Dominicans and Nicaragua and Salvadorian stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So different parts of the country it is this divisiveness where it's here and there. But where I'm from, everything was. If I see, I know what culture might not like about this culture, you know?
Right.
I don't gotta be in that culture. I don't gotta be a Chinese or I don't gotta be Asian or Japanese to know what they feel about, let's say, black or Hispanics, because I'm with them. I know what they say. We all in this together, you know, the pros and the cons. But that's Rap Star Boxing Knowledge.
Rap Star, what's good, fam?
Yeah, all the way from England, bruv. I've seen your video the other day. You got amazing energy, because I have fucking energy, bruv.
Hey, hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to follow you right now. I have to follow you. Like I hear a lot of, believe it or not, I have a lot of UK followers as well. Like,
yeah,
they say that I'm a breath of fresh air because I'm in America, and you know, I'm a Black American, but I'm Dominican also. My dad is from here, but my mom is from the DR. So I speak fluent Spanish. You know what I mean? Okay. Believe it or not, you know, but me being from the South, I do have that Southern accent. You know, we are a country in Florida. And I tell people that. I say, listen, the South is country, but we're not, but Alabama is country.
Yeah.
That's a difference. Well, you know, Mr. Moonshine, where you from? You from New York, right?
Yeah. New York, Wash Heights, and Harlem.
Yeah. So you know, like different parts of the South is more country than others.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you can't tell, you know, somebody from Miami, they think that they're not country. I'm like, no, it's fam, we're country.
Hey, Roy Jones is country.
Yeah. He's from Pensacola, the Panhandle. So yeah. You know,
can I ask you a question from, you know, the other side of the pond, bro?
Go ahead.
So we all got into media for different reasons, right? I got into media because I used to see a lot of hate for the boxers. I used to see these people come on YouTube and, you know, try and disrespect the game that I grew up with. The sweet science of boxing. They had no respect for it. So one day what happened is I came into media because I wanted to put respect back into boxing.
Okay.
Like I wanted to talk about the boxing events and not hate on each other. I don't like this racism shit on boxing. I know it exists, but I don't like people pushing it. I don't like toxic people trying to be more toxic to the sport that we love, right? So I got into this media by chance. How did you get into this media? How did you get into this making your own channel? Why did you do it? What influenced you?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I just followed you. So yeah, what influenced me was this. I got into journalism in 2013, 14. registered with the United States Press Agency. I have my press badge. I wanted to show it to you guys. It's in my room. But yeah, like literally, this is what I do. I used to go to events, interview people, talk to them, get into these clubs and stuff for free. I never thought about boxing. Never. I mean, I follow boxing, of course, because I used to box and stuff, but I never thought about doing it. But what made me get into started commentating on the boxing was I started seeing this. I'm gonna give you a little backstory. I used to have a pro-black mindset. My mom is you can tell my age because I had a Black Panther on my shirt. Yeah, my mom was a Black Panther. That's how I got this. You know, this is the old school tattoo in the US. And you know, see guys have this, you know they from back in the day.
Did your mom know Tupac's mom? Because Tupac's mom was a Black Panther too, right?
No, she didn't know her. She didn't know her. My mother grew up in part of her life in Philadelphia. She was real militant, but honestly, you know, she's not here anymore. But honestly, I learned that, you know, and I came up in the Nation of Islam as well. And I learned that as I got older, I don't view the world at 47 the way I did at 27. True. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I realized there's a lot of stuff that I was raised and taught to believe in. It was wrong. Mm-hmm. You're not going to find too many people like me that came up out of that, get older and admit that they was wrong in a lot of their belief system. You know, so, you know, it's not about racism, you know, to me. Of course, does it exist? It's always going to exist. But when I started studying Malcolm X and looking at my history, historically, I'm like, you know what, man? You know, this hating white people because of their skin color, you're not doing anything no different than what you're saying that they did to us back in the day. You see what I'm saying? And truth be told, all whites are not racist. There's a lot of black people that I know was racist. How do I know? Because I was one of them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I was one of them. You know, if I hate you because of your culture or your skin color, I'm no more better than what I'm saying that other people are. So once I woke up out of that, you see what I'm saying, and snapped out of that Marxism, because that's all it is Marxism. And you know, in America, there's a lot of tribalism that goes on. They call it racism. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. You have some people who say that, you know, we got to ride with the black guy, but then if you're not a PBC fighter, we don't like this guy even though he's black. Or we're gonna
the Buck Crawford and Earl Spence dilemma.
Facts. Or we're gonna send what's the guy name? Sugar Hill death threats because he trained Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was the guy that beat Deontay Wilder, but Tyson Fury cheated him. We ain't got no proof of it, but he cheated him. I know the whole story on that. I know people who was in the locker room, so I know that's not true. Or we're gonna hate Mark Breland. You know what I mean? You know,
that was disgusting. That was disgusting.
Come on, man. So I'm like, bro, wait. So it's foolishness because I used to be ignorant like that. So I do understand that mindset. Trust me, I get it, but I was wrong. So what made me decide to get in the sport of boxing, to answer your question, 2 months ago, I got tired of seeing all of that stuff. I watched a lot of the other channels. I gathered a lot of information. I'm a great researcher. I know how to do my research. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw my hat in here and get my two cents on it. And that's what made me do it. It started taking off. In January, I had like 50 subscribers. Yeah. Now I'm going into 2,000. I have like 18, almost 1,900 now. I'm averaging 100. I'm averaging 100 subscribers a week. So I didn't, you know, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know we was gonna do this. Of course, I'm small. I'm on a small level, but the fact of the matter is, you know how hard it is to grow a YouTube channel. You know this. You're a content creator, so you know how hard that is. And that's what made me throw my hat in the race on Rapstar, to be honest with you. I'm passionate about boxing. And I just want to be the counter, to be the counter narrative to it's racism. Everything is racist. Listen, let me tell you something about pro-blacks, because I used to be that. I'm gonna show you about me. I wake up every morning looking for racism. I find racism in the refrigerator. There's racism over in my oven. There's racism in the store right here. That's it. It's right. That's it. I found it. It jumped out of the woods. I told you. And if you're looking for that every day, you're gonna find it.
I think that's what it is. That's what it is.
So I'm not knocking it because I used to be that, but I'm telling you, I was wrong. The WBC ain't give nobody a franchise belt that is not Gary Russell. It's racist. So you know what I mean. So I like all of. I like Canelo Alvarez. Hell, I even like Deontay Wilder, even though I bang on him. You know, because of him twerking and stuff like that and making all these excuses. I didn't start banging on Deontay Wilder until he started making excuses. When he did that, I said, you know, I'm through. I'm done.
I'm a fan of Wilder. I just can't. I just don't understand the other Wilder fans.
Yeah.
So I don't sound like a Wilder fan because these guys are the delusional ones that make me that make me feel like I can't even vouch for the dude no more because it's just a disgusting cult. You know? Let
me ask you a question. Why can't we why do I have to hate Anthony Joshua to like Wilder? Why can't I like Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury? Why I have to choose? I gotta hate this guy. Listen. I am a fan of the sport of boxing. Period. I don't care if you're from Africa. I don't care if you're from the islands. I don't care if you're from the UK. I don't care if you're from America. I don't care if you're from Asia. If you can box, I am a fan of the sport of boxing. So before I ever heard of Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, I used to love Pernell Whitaker. I used to love Roy Jones. I used to love Mike Tyson. I was fanboys of those guys. You know what I mean? But my point is this here: Bernard Hopkins, Hagler. You know, why do I have Larry Holmes? Why do I have to hate? If those guys retire right now, I'm still gonna love boxing. So if I love the sport of boxing, it doesn't matter what your skin color is, where you're from. I never known a guy to win a fight or lose a fight based on his skin color.
Facts.
Period. You see what I'm saying? So once you take all of that out of it, that's what made me jump in the game. I said, man, that's too much of this crazy stuff going on. Let me come in and be objective and, ruffle some feathers.
yeah, because we want to preserve the respect for boxing. We want to preserve because this is its own community on itself. This is the boxing community. But when you see there's other entities of this community, which they have a lot of traffic, so they could persuade a lot of new fans that's coming in.
Right.
And then they believe these type of nonsense. The logical ones, now we gotta come through the rescue and rescue a lot of people that's led astray. Put it that way.
Right, and listen, Rap Star. I've been called coon. Listen, I've never been called a coon before in my life until I started. I've been called coon, Uncle Tom, sellout. I've received death threats. Like literally, I'm not joking.
I got that too.
Yeah, we all got that, bro. I got those too.
I had to. We're gonna pull up on you when we see you. Yeah, and I don't even block them on my channel. I say, you know what? That's your opinion. I respect that. I say, I'm gonna keep banging on them though. I'm gonna keep banging. I say, hey man, if that's what y'all want, so be it. I wish you good luck, brother. That's your opinion. But guess what? I'm gonna keep banging. That's what I'm gonna do. I said,
I've got one more interesting question for you, and then I've got to go out the building because I've got something to do. But it's a question that I want to get your advice on. You're a bit older than us.
Okay.
You said you're about 46, 47, right?
Yeah, I'm 47, yeah.
Right.
I turned 47 in January.
Yeah, so I do a lot of history in the sport. I never seen fans like I've seen today. I know you can guide me on this. Let me tell you why. I have never seen fans in my life like I've ever seen today. Now, let me ask you this. Have we ever seen fans who are more excited for their fighter to get that much millions and break down the millions than instead of the fight that people want? I've never seen this. Fans are so excited for people and breaking down the money, what fighters fucking earn. They make content for the fighters' money and how they break down the money and all this shit. What the fuck is it got to do with them? And they're not asking for the fights, but they're like, oh, look at our fighter. He makes more millions than this guy. What the fuck is that about? I've never seen that in my life.
Hey, listen, hey, Rap Star, you're right about that. I'm going to be honest with you. I see that with AJ fans. They talk about what AJ's making this and that. He got paid $80 million and Wilder don't deserve to fight with him. I saw the video today saying, listen, I respect AJ fans, but you guys have your bias also. I respect Tyson Fury fans, but you have your bias also. Deontay Wilder fans is on a whole different level. I will say that. I say there's nothing wrong with being for your guy. But back in the day, I've never seen nothing like this. We didn't care. I'm not watching your pockets. I don't care how much money you're making. What the hell does that have to do with skills? Are you going to fight? Is Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford going to fight each other? That's what I want to know. You see what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about this side of the street, that side of the street. Well, Wilder is this and Wilder is that. Listen, is he going to fight AJ? Is Fury going to fight AJ? That's all I care about. As a fan, that's all we should care about. All of the other stuff, hey, Muff, all right.
Buenas noches, Papa.
All right, buenas noches, mi amor. All right, Kai. I'm sorry about that. My kids went to bed. All right. Okay.
Buenas
so-
noches, buenas noches.
¿Eres dominicano? ¿Dominicano?
Sí, claro que sí, señor. De lo mío, dímelo, mi hermano.
Sí, claro, yo soy dominicano también, you know, y ya tú sabes que yo aprendí español de mi papá.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, but you know, pero yo nací aquí de los Estados Unidos. Just for
Okay.
the Florida, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, listen, bruh, I've never seen nothing like this. Like literally, that's what made me like. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Like I went on a panel and all the Errol Spence fans told me, Rapstar, we don't want the fight unless they pay us 60-40. I'm like, is he paying you? Is he paying you that you want the 60-40? And they're like, we don't want to see the fight unless Errol Spence gets 60-40. What the fuck is that about? I have never heard fans trying to fucking get Errol Spence to get the money. And if the money's not good enough, we don't want to see the fight. Well, get the fuck out of boxing.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't make any sense out of it.
Listen, Rapstar, you're right, man. Like, I don't understand it. What that has nothing to do with skill. I want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight each other. To me, that's the biggest fight that can be made in boxing outside of Fury and Joshua.
I don't think it's gonna happen though.
Fury and Joshua is the top. You know what, man? I'm starting to lean more towards what you're saying. The only problem I have with that, I'm mad at both camps right now. I'm mad at Fury's camp and Wilder and Joshua's camp. I'm gonna tell you why. Because now it's supporting the narrative what the LDBC is saying. Oh well, Wilder is stopping this fight. He's blocking it, and this is not happening. And I know that's not true. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They talk like Wilder's Thanos. Like he's controlling the heavyweight division, and no one is able to fight because of him, and he's doing this and doing that. And I'm like, Wilder's not even saying this. Like, where you guys is getting this from?
There's a lot of narratives out there. They got nothing left. They got nothing left. They got no narrative. They drown in their own narrative. Let me say what's up to Shadow Ghost. Shadow Ghost in the building. What's good, Shadow?
Hey, what's going on now?
You better stop smoking that ish. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Nah, I just came. I started laughing when my man said that they be like, "Yo, I know where you live and shit." Everybody went through that shit, man. I get, yeah. That's just funny. Nah, go ahead, man. I was just listening.
Yeah, man. Shadow Ghost, what's good, fam? What's good, brother?
Hey, what's good, man?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I really like, man. I'm really excited to be on this live right now, man. Rapstar, I know you have to go, man, but yeah, I never seen anything like this, brother. I'm being honest with you. What it's a 5-hour time difference. So what? It's like 3 in the morning.
6 hours. 6 hours.
It's 6 hours from the UK.
Yeah.
So right now it's
3 a.m.
So it's 4. Yeah.
No, it depends on which part you're in, right?
No, it's 4.
In England, it depends. In Europe, we're 1 hour difference to like Holland and different parts of Europe, you know?
Okay.
But as England, we're one time. We work on one. We're not like you Americans. You got fucking different countries. It feels like in the same state.
Okay.
I mean, different states have a different way of living, right? You got different times in America.
Right.
New York is a different time zone to another place. And plus, you guys have a different culture in different states. I remember New Yorkers are whole different people to people in Texas. And the people in Texas are different to the people in Chicago. So I think you guys just have a different, I'm not saying cultures, but different ways in different states.
We're a melting pot.
No, but you're right though. It's like Florida has a different culture than if you go to Georgia. Like I'm Florida. I live in Florida, so I have a Southern accent, right? We're country in Florida, but we look at people in Georgia and Alabama as they really country. You know what I mean?
Country.
That's country. You see what I'm saying? Like Deontay Wilder is country to us. You see what I'm saying? But when I used to live in LA, in Los Angeles, and they used to laugh at me like so hard, just the way I talk.
Yeah.
Just come over here, say something. They used to tell me to come say something. And I'd say something and they just bust out laughing. I have family that live in Los Angeles. But you're right. There's different cultures in different states depending on where you go in, and there's subcultures within the United States.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how it was when I came down here to Maryland. Because I'm from, I was born in the Bronx and raised in Paterson, New Jersey. So when I came over here, I sound like I stuck out.
Yeah.
When I started talking, they were like, "Nah, he ain't from around here."
And they know off the rip, just by hearing you speak,
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You know, listen, Moonshine. So you're from where you from?
Okay, I'm gonna leave the building. Yeah, Moonshine. Thanks for having me. Hey, my brother, I can't wait to chop it up with you. We're gonna chop it up soon with our brother Moonshine. Shadow Ghost, you keep doing what you're doing. All the panel, I'm out, but I'm gonna be listening to the background. So amazing.
All right, my brother, rap star, my
Yeah,
brother.
Hey, could you ask this brother to put his link into the chat so we can all subscribe?
You can put the link on the chat. Your link.
Okay, I'm gonna do that now.
All right, my brother, and I'm gonna share your link. I'll catch you up soon.
And I'm gonna put my email there also if you want to get in contact with me too.
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, brother. Okay. Catch you soon.
Okay.
See, yeah, what was the question? Well,
no, okay, you guys in New York, right? So
yeah.
I remember. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was growing up, I remember New York had the stigma, especially people from Brooklyn. Was very cocky.
Everybody say that from New York.
You know, it's not like that now, but I'm saying I remember, if you ain't from New York, but I realized it was people in New York, depending on which borough you was from, you know. So I thought it was just a New York thing. No, we from Brooklyn. We're different from those of Queens. You know, Brooklyn is the realest, and then the Bronx is such and such, such and such. That's how it really is in New York?
It is. I mean, if you that type of prideful about your birth, see, I've grown out of that. Like, I'm from Harlem, son. You know? Yeah. So I do think that boroughs it is different. I think let's say in Manhattan, I think more people think about money, way more money. It's a money thing. Money drives. It's not like gang drives Manhattan or Harlem or Wash Heights. Gang don't drive it. But let's say in the Bronx, it's more like it's gullier. It's more gang. It's more violent probably out there. It's more drugs in Manhattan. That's why back in the days you get the drugs at. You know what I'm saying? You go into the Dominican guy to get the best product. Then you got Brooklyn. Brooklyn consider themselves as like their own like little city.
Yeah. I noticed that Brooklyn is like
their own little city, right?
What I do love about
and Queens is like our suburbs. It's like the city suburbs to me.
What I love about New York is I never been to the city, never. So that's one of my goals. I used to drive trucks. I drove all over the country. I never been to New York City. I've been to like upstate New York, but what I love about New York is I say, man, New Yorkers are very proud people. Like they gonna rep to the fullest. Like it's a lot of people from New York live in Miami,
Florida.
Yeah, they rep. Oh, they rep. They rep hard.
Yeah. I think because we have a feel. I think that we feel that because we transcended a culture, meaning like hip hop, which hip hop is a world culture. Yeah, it really came from New York, so we feel we feel like we got that we're the trendsetters, in which I don't even believe that we're the trendsetters anymore, But I think that because of fashion and the music, and since that's our culture, I think that's the where the cockiness comes from within the culture. But I used to get that like New York cats is talk a lot, man. Y'all a bunch of comedians, talk a lot, y'all cocky and stuff. I think, and also when you from the city, let's say me, I'm from Manhattan, so I've seen every famous person. I've seen, if I'm downtown, I'm seeing all the Knicks players. I'm in the club 4 days of the week. I'm seeing all the famous, all the actresses. So I'm not even starstruck.
You're not even, because you see it, that's the norm in New York, yeah.
Exactly. It's like, I'll be on the train. I remember this guy used to take the train every time I used to be on the train. I used to take the 6 line sometime, and I see the guy, the kid, the actor from the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And people see him, but people don't even care. Like Mayor Bloomberg used to take the train. People see him as like,
he's nobody.
That's the way we exactly. That's the way we see it. That's the way we see it.
So let me ask you a question. So, as it relates to boxing, why do you feel that the Tyson Fury and the Anthony Joshua fight is not going to happen?
I do think it's going to happen. I just think that there's so much money involved that I think they're waiting for that right location, waiting for that right investment, because they don't want to. I don't think they want to go on a date and then later on they'd be like, damn, we could have got more money. We could have got more money. I think it's about juicing every cent that they can, waiting on that opportunity just to get. I think it's all about investors. To be honest,
I was Shadow Ghost. What do you think?
I was just about to say, depending on what channel you go to, they might tell you Deontay Wilder holding up the fight.
Yeah, yeah, we was talking about that earlier. I mean, I don't believe that.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I just, y'all, they give him too much power if you believe that. He's not even saying that. So, but I agree with you. I was explaining to people, I say, listen, man, a fight of this magnitude, this is going to be like our Ali and Frazier, or this is going to be like our Ali and Foreman, Rumble in the Jungle, or something like that. So I say, it's COVID right now. So I say, my understanding of the business is this. They want to get whoever's going to invest this kind of money that Tyson Fury wants and Anthony Joshua wants. They want to know how they're going to get a return on investment. You see what I'm saying? So how are they going to make money?
Their profit. Yeah.
They're going to make money from merch. They're going to make money from pay-per-view or app downloads, streams, or whatever, and they're going to make money from the live gate, from the gate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right now,
I definitely think that. I definitely think it's about what location. It's definitely about the money. If there's going to be fans, how many fans, the seat capacity, ticket sales.
I mean, if we understand the history of boxing, the biggest fancy was Muhammad Ali. It doesn't have to be in New York. Who is gonna supply the funds? Who's gonna bring that max dollar to the table? I don't think that Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua cares where it's gonna be. Even though I know the UK will want this fight to be in the UK, I don't even think it's gonna be in the UK. It's gonna be at whatever location is gonna supply the most funds, and it doesn't matter at what time the fight is gonna be. Everybody gonna see this fight. I think it's a money thing, and since a lot of things is opening up little by little, let's say in New York City, Madison Square Garden already opened up 20%, but then later in the month is gonna open up 50%. So imagine around the world. So I think people are just waiting for the right,
Madison Square.
I think it's a money thing.
Madison Square Garden is the mecca of boxing. You know what? Pretty much it is. Historically. So, Florida's opened up 100%.
Yeah.
So the Canelo had a fight here at the Hard Rock Stadium, which I don't live too far from. Texas has opened up 100% now. So it might go to one of those two states. It could go to the Middle East. Personally, I would want it because I think us boxing fans need to see this fight. But I hope it would happen for them in the UK because it's two British champions. Yeah. It'd be sad if they can't get it, but their country's on lockdown right now, from what I'm understanding.
Exactly. So they probably just waiting on it because it is a big UK. I mean, if I was from the UK, I wish it would have happened in the UK. But there's a big fight, and I think that this is for the UK people. I'll say this: boxing is a world sport. This is world champions. I understand this y'all champion. Even if they was American, this is a world champion. So I don't care where it's at. I don't care if it's in Asia, China, Russia. I don't care where it's at. I'm going to be watching.
Absolutely. I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to watch the fight. Absolutely, man, because, again, I don't have a dog in the race. Like I tell people, I'm like, listen, I know you guys pro certain parts of the UK. They love AJ more than they hate Fury, and certain parts of the UK, they love Fury and they hate AJ. I'm like, dude, listen, I just want to see the fight.
Yeah. And also the you made a point. They could be thinking about. You also have to think of the undercard. You want to promote the undercard. You don't want a shitty undercard. If this is going to be one of the biggest fights, you want to have a good undercard. That could also, bringing all that together.
I mean, I don't even think they'll stop it for the undercard.
You don't think so, Punch?
I think it's a fight. It's too big that I don't even think people care about the undercard.
Yeah.
Hey, but Punch, you're right though. I don't. You're right. The undercard. Listen, my thing is, the investor wants to maximize his money.
Yep.
Right. That's what I meant by that. With the money, a better undercard.
Yeah, but you're right about that. You need a real good undercard to help maximize that. And you want to go to a venue where you can get maximum capacity if you can. You know what I mean? So if Anthony Joshua wants 70-something million and Fury wants the same thing, that's $140, $150 million between two fighters. Now, we're not talking about the site fee that needs to be paid for wherever the location is going to be at. We're not talking about television rights, streaming rights, merchandise. This is going to be a huge fight.
Yeah.
Like this fight could be $500 million or more.
Yeah, it's just it's too much money that they have to. Everybody is watching their pockets. They watching what the profit may be. But I do also want them to be very you know, I think they have to worry about the fighters as well. Don't let them go into. I mean, Tyson Fury fought last year. You don't want you don't want him to have that type of layoff as well. Be fair about it. Be fair to the boxers as well. Be fair. Matter of fact, be fair to Tyson Fury because Anthony Joshua just fought in December, so he's more polished. So I think a June date will be good.
Yeah, yo, that's funny you said that. I was just thinking that. I think
First
it was like
week
the
of
other
June.
day. I was like, Tyson Fury, man, he hasn't fought in a while, and Joshua.
But that's his fault though, right? Because he hasn't fought. Because he could have.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah, he could have. He could have fought somebody, right?
They're gonna say that
Yeah,
they're gonna say that D.
What they gonna say?
Well, okay. I have a counter narrative to that. Okay, let's say, and I saw the video on this. Okay, you say Deontay Wilder is holding up the fight with Anthony Joshua.
He's holding it up, coach. He's holding it up.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
No. I'm not saying that neither. Mm-hmm. So I have a counter question. Why Deontay Wilder's not fighting anybody? Who's holding him up?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yo, I swear to you, I could have swore I saw a channel saying Deontay Wilder, because he was robbed, he doesn't have to fight nobody until he gets a title shot. That's what they were saying, because he was unrightfully robbed. He shouldn't have to fight nobody until he gets that title. Which, in a way, I'm thinking
what mental institute is that?
I think
Bellevue.
I think it was Fanon. He said that because he unrightfully lost the belt, he shouldn't have to fight nobody. And I think it was referring to Martin, which didn't fall through anyway. But still, I mean, you see what I'm saying? But it's like, but like you said, that doesn't make any sense because he should be fighting.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Because there's a lot of people that's complaining about that boxing is not the same, and we're not getting the fights that we want to see and stuff like that. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm saying boxing is great.
Yeah.
Like, to me, boxing is great. Like, if you think about it, we ended the year with Tanaka Ioka.
Oh yeah.
31st.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Couple of days later, Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell.
Yeah.
Of course, January was kind of slow, but look, on the same week, we had Anthony Joshua fighting Triple G and Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
In the middle of December. Right? We did. Then we moving on. We had Oscar Valdez and Miguel Burchett. Now that was a good fight. That was an anticipating fight too. Yeah. And now we go into the most anticipating rematch with Chocolatito and Estrada. We have women boxing. We have Cecilia Breakers versus Jessica McCaskill.
And we have Hooker, Maurice Hooker.
And Ortiz, right?
And Virgil Ortiz.
Whew. I don't know. I kind of like
that's gonna be a banger, bro.
So this is what I said. This is what I said before. And when I did it live, I said it in the video. I said this is not like 2015, in which after the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight, we didn't know what was happening. Around that time, remember, the heavyweight division was in a coma.
Yeah, right? There was nothing. There was nothing.
It was nothing. So we like, damn, what's next? What's gonna happen? What's moving? Around that time, we thinking about Kell Brook and Keith Thurman as being probably the next fight for Mayweather.
Yeah.
But we ain't know. And Canelo Alvarez, was there, but it was still, Triple G. But it was still like, where's boxing? It's gonna go to a dark place. But
it was there for a minute, yeah.
But now, if you don't give me Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, I ain't crying.
Nah, I'm not gonna cry about that either. That it's like I tell guys. I say neither one of those guys are afraid of each other. You don't get on that level and be afraid. I mean, of course, if you're pro Earl Spence, Crawford don't want to fight. I doubt that. He said he's done with it. He says he's done with it. So D-Town Blaster.
What's good, D-Town? What's good? Some Mooshan coach was good. Good looking out. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate that. God bless.
Yeah, man. So it just that on that level, I think it's business, and these guys have kind of issues with each other, ego-wise or whatever. But it's nothing that the fans think. The fans will say, "Hey, this guy's afraid of this guy. That guy's afraid of that guy."
Nah.
Nobody's afraid of no one.
Nobody's afraid of nobody. They're molded to do this. But going back to the history of boxing, sometimes, in each era, there is that fight that we never got. Morales Marquez, we never got it. David Toy.
Oh man, I forgot all about that. Yeah, you're
right. We never got that. Triple G, Andre Ward, we never got that. Paul Williams was being ducked. He didn't get the fight that people want him to fight.
And then he got in an accident. Then he got in an accident. Was that
Hey,
Paul Williams?
hey, you know, speaking about that, what you were saying, how nobody is afraid. Yo, it was so funny because Ronnie Shields, it was like, I think it was like a month ago or something like that. I think he was on Barbershop and he was explaining like, look, a lot of the time when a fight doesn't get made, it's not really because of the fighters, it's because of the people in the background.
Right.
Usually it's the promoter or the coach. The coach is like telling them, "Hey, we don't want that fight," or your advisor. You know what I mean? So it's exactly what you said. And I use the comparison all the time. It's just like basketball. It's like this person playing. Nobody's afraid to play one-on-one. I mean, this is what they do for a living.
That's what they do for a living. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like since
the hands in the cookie jar.
Right. You're being strategically moved. And sometimes it's like, nah, we might not want to do that right now. You know,
and the networks too.
Hey, Punch, you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, Shadow Ghost, you hit the nail right on the head. And then Punch, you said something to the networks. People forget about the networks. Like the networks want to make money too. So to the fan, it's not as simple as this fight ain't happening because this guy's scared of this guy.
Right.
Exactly. It's like, oh, why he don't fight him? They don't know if these networks got their things booked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And these fighters is not as in control as a lot of the fans think they are. Like they have obligations. You know, if like Deontay Wilder, he's with the PBC or Errol Spence with the PBC, I know as much as they say I'm my own boss, I do what I want to do. That's not true.
Exactly. Look, I'm so glad you brought that up. I just made a video today. And it was on Regis Prograis because he was promised a title shot. Okay.
What's your YouTube channel? I'm gonna follow you now.
It's Shadow Ghost 81.
Okay, I got it. I see it. It's under your name. I see it.
He was supposed to fight Barrios, and he was told that he couldn't make weight, and that he was gonna go up to 147. Next thing you know, Tank is fighting him, right? And then Regis Prograis was added on to the Triller card. So now you got Tio Cambosis, and then you got Prograis versus Ivan Redcatch, Antonio Carver, right? But he was saying exactly what you were saying. He said, look, when I was approached by Triller, right, I had to call out Heyman to see if that was all right, because they were like, yo, we want you to fight. And he called out Heyman and was like, look, this is how much they want. You know, and Al was like, okay, exactly what you said, though. Like, he has to see if that's all right.
Right.
You know, he has to get the okay.
I think the problem is what Coach was saying, is that they come out and these fighters say that they the boss. It's almost like when we remember when Errol Spence and Bud Crawford was talking to each other. He's like, I'm a boss. You got to answer to Bob Arum. No. You got to answer to Al Heyman.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But that goes back. Back to what he was saying. Like, us as hardcore boxing fans, we could decipher from these narratives, because it's just like with the same narratives. Because when Canelo moved up and he fought the so-called weaker champion, they were getting on him. But now Tank is moving up to fight the so-called weaker champion, and you don't see a lot of those. It's okay because it's Tank, it's Mayweather, and it's Al Heyman.
But this is why we here, my brother.
Right,
Shadow.
right.
This is why we here. We the guys that gotta level out the playing field. Gotta bring all that narrative and squash that narrative, and we gotta be counter. You know,
right.
like we gotta do that.
And that was why, like, as soon as he started saying what he was saying, I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna hop up, because that shit happens to everybody, bro. The moment you keep it 100 and you say, hey, I don't pick fighters because of what they look like. I don't pick fighters from you know, just for the popular opinion, bro. They gonna call you an Uncle Tom. They gonna call you a racist. They gonna threaten your family. They gonna say they know where you from. They gonna say all this bullshit.
But it's simple. It's simple questions. It's simple questions. You know, you ask the questions. The proper question, you could get the right answers. In boxing, we all know that you could call out anybody. I could call out you. I could call out anybody. But if the representative don't send that paperwork to the other representative, that's the real call out. That is the real call out in boxing. If you deny, I don't like it, nah, let's negotiate, nah. That's when he denies, that's an avoid. But me calling anybody out, these boxers calling anybody out, that's nothing. That's when I asked on Bill Haney on the panel. I'm like, did you ever send any paperwork? Did DHP ever send any paperwork to Teofimo Lopez and his team? No? All right. So we know when you really want to fight.
Yeah, I saw that interview with you did it with Bill Haney, right?
Yeah.
Man, you know I really like Bill Haney, man.
No, I respect them all. I
I
respect them
really,
all.
really like
But
him, man.
also, we got a responsibility as well.
Yeah,
You
you're
got a
right. You're right.
responsibility in your channel as well. You
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
We don't want. I don't want to burn any bridges with anybody. I want them to know that I do respect them. But also, you can insult my intelligence as well.
No, you're right about that.
And
Our
coach,
job is to be as objective as possible.
and no, and coach, look, Bill Haney, bro, he's a real good dude, man. He loves his son or whatever, and like even just saying the truth sometimes, even without being disrespectful, people
Right.
take it disrespectful. Perfect example. You could tell somebody, hey, so why do you think Tio is better than Devin? And you could just say, okay, well, because he fought Nakatani, then Richard Comey, then Loma. Now he's going to fight his #1 mandatory. And then after that, he says he's moving up to 140. And Devin Haney hasn't fought nobody in the top 10, but he is undefeated. And I see his skills. He has impeccable defense. You just say the truth. I'm not disrespecting. I ain't saying nothing disrespectful. But just by saying that, they take it disrespectful. But that's the truth. That's the truth is the truth.
Let me ask you a question. Why Devin Haney hasn't been able to get those fights that Teofimo has been able to get? I think that's more of a business.
Yeah, I think
that we have to ask Bill Haney. Like, it could seem like certain fighters get certain fights. Of course, if you with the PBC, you get these fights. But just like what you're saying, Shadow Ghost, Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, but I think Teofimo Lopez is better than Devin Haney. In my opinion.
At this point,
you know what I mean?
At this point, for me, he is, and also because he has proven it,
right,
in top competition.
Being top.
Now you may look good. Another person may look good. Like, hey, Edgar Berlanga, I love what Edgar Berlanga is doing. He's knocking everybody out in the first round. But then we look at the opposition, we'd be like, okay, we understand why he's doing that, but he got skills. But then I'm not gonna say just because he's doing that, knocking everybody out, I'm gonna say he's gonna beat Canelo Alvarez.
No, he got a hot streak.
And look, Coach, what's it? Malachi.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is why it bothers me, right? Because you have another boxer that's out here. He's testing himself, daring to be great, right? And as he's doing that, he's fighting harder guys, gaining experience, right? He's getting cracked. He might get cracked, and he knows how to get through that. Meanwhile, you got another guy who could be. I'm not saying he is, but playing it safe, fighting guys that you know that your league's above. So meanwhile, you never get put in a situation where you get cracked or you get knocked down like a Ryan Garcia or something like that. So when it does come to that time when those two fight and they at that high profile fight, you got the one guy that's battle tested because he went through Nakatani, he went through Comey, he went through Loma, he went through Cambosis, he went through all that. And then you got the other guy, he's undefeated, but he went through, we don't even know who these guys are. He's never been cracked, never been knocked down. You know what I mean? And then it's going to show. It's going to show.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? You hit the nail right on the head. And that's why I'm saying that based on that, I can only base what I see, just like you guys. So I'm like, you know what, man? Lopez, Lopez looked like he's the better. You know, now if Lopez and Haney fight, that has yet to be seen. But I don't think Devin Haney, and I like Devin Haney. He's one of my favorite fighters, him and Shakur Stevenson. But I don't think it's nothing he's going to bring to the table that puts fear in Lopez's heart. I think Lopez, like that dude, he can do everything Haney can do and some. And he can crack. You know, so
facts. Yo, Andrew Tucker World, what's good, my brother? Punch, Coach William, Shadow Ghost, T.O. versus Haney 50-50 fight. But I see how T.O. wins by decision. Much respect. Yeah, man.
Much respect.
Fair analysis. Fair analysis. Good looking out. God bless, bro.
And yo, we say all the time, bro, we want to see Devin fight those high, you know what I mean? Because to me, it's sort of like, and I think this is why some people get on Crawford, and it's not Crawford's fault. You fight who they put in front of you.
Who they put in front of you, yeah.
You fight who they put in front of you. You know what I mean? But we don't want to see you fight somebody who we know you're gonna wash. We want to see you test it because we expect more.
No, but this is the fair point. This is the fair. That Devin Haney's still 22 years old.
Yeah,
right. Teofimo Lopez is still 23 years old. The only thing is that Teofimo Lopez, by doing what he's done in his career at this short period of time, he has put a lot of pressure on everybody else, and this is why I was always calling him the captain of the generation, the commander in chief.
Yeah,
Because what he was doing, and if he was going to beat Lomachenko, now every time we look at their opposition or their strategy and coming up, we're going to be like, but Tio did that. But Tio
And
did
Punch,
that. But
just
Tio-
real quick, somebody in your chat, he just hit it. Like, I think it's Dury Jones. Ryan needs to fight Haney. Look, here goes another thing. You got Ryan. He's ducking Haney, which is not making this situation any better. We all know that Ryan he don't want to fight.
Hey, I just want to
But
touch on this. I had to come
see
back.
I'm very light on the duck word.
Because
Yeah.
look,
You know
look,
why?
look,
You know why? You
look,
know why?
look,
Because
I'm gonna
look,
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
But hold on. I mean,
said that.
hold on.
It's
Because you got to
different,
realize
because he's in the ring with him. He's in the ring with him, standing right next to him. Punch. That's why I say that.
No, but I'm just saying. Remember what we said before that? We saying that the other entities behind these guys.
Right, but I'm gonna
So
tell you
think
why
about. So,
I feel.
but let me ask you.
why I feel different on this. This is why, because Rapstar had asked me this, and me and Rapstar went back and forth. He kept asking me about this. He's like, "Why do you feel like this?" I'm gonna tell you why I feel like this. Because this is different. This is not like he was standing right there, right? And then he went for Tank. And then even after Tank, he's been asked. I mean, that doesn't look good to me. And even he's in a position where he can ask. He can ask and get two. He'll now. I don't even think he can have both belts.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
want to
the way
touch
it
on
is,
this. Punch.
because of the way it is.
Hold on, Rapstar. Remember what did Ryan Garcia said before the fight? He was speaking to Gervonta Tank Davis before he fought Luke Campbell. Yeah, he was talking that directly. They both had a conversation. That's going to be their next fight. So maybe after the fight, his mindset is Gervonta Tank Davis. Because I just had a conversation with Gervonta Tank Davis in my locker room before I'm gonna fight Luke Campbell. So you gotta, it's what he's saying is what he looking. I don't think they fought like 7 times in the amateurs. This is why we know Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
Maybe that's why.
They won in split. This guy won 3, the other one won 3. Right? If they fought 6 times, 7 times, or whatever, it was split, right? They say. I don't think these guys are afraid or ducking each other. They've been fighting each other. That's a rivalry. They've been fighting each other. It's like me fighting. It's like me fighting my older brother. I'm not scared of my older brother. I fought him like 50 times.
Hey, I just want to touch on this, man. I had to come back before I take a power nap. You know, this subject that we're talking about, Devin Haney and the situation with Teofimo Lopez, and you know, with Shadow Ghost, I love Shadow Ghost with him saying that Ryan's ducking. I don't agree with Shadow Ghost, and I'll tell you why. I've been in this boxing game long enough about shenanigans and boxing. And you saw what Ryan Garcia, he thinks just like the fans do. 70, 80% of the fans, or we can make it whatever you want. A lot of fans don't believe Devin Haney's title is real. He got that title because of being in position. Now, remember this. How many fans that you hear boycott Devin Haney's title? And the same thing Ryan Garcia's doing. Ryan Garcia's telling everybody, fuck Devin Haney's title. I'm not interested. He's not the real world champion. So if Shadow Ghost, you think like that sometimes, doesn't Ryan Garcia have a right to think like you?
Yeah, I told you this before. We had this I said I could see both ways, but I can't help with what I feel, because I keep going back, and I've watched that situation like 3 times. And look, it's just how I feel. Look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I don't use that word lightly. I only use that word in certain situations. And I just feel because of this situation, it just looks like it to me. Because he can really get that fight. Because Oscar, look, we all know in Punch, Oscar, there has been a lot of times where Oscar does not let his fighters fight because he wants to protect his investment, just like Mayweather. But in this situation, I feel like if Ryan really wanted to fight Haney, Oscar would let him. I think Oscar would let him.
Yeah, but how many times has Devin Haney be called an email champion? How many thousands of times do you hear that every week? How many times you hear that, Shadow Ghost?
A lot. I mean,
so do you think
depends
Ryan
on what.
Garcia,
Well,
when
it
he's
depends
at
on
home-
what.
let
It
me ask
depends
the
on what
question.
channel you want. Depends on what channel.
Yeah,
you
so
want.
let me ask this. When Ryan Garcia looks at that, and he looks at that, and he knows there's no substance, and his promotion and team is saying, if you fight Tank Davis, there's more money than fighting Devin Haney. Now look at this. The real champion is not classed as Devin Haney for a lot of people. So Ryan Garcia thinks the same way. I understand it looks like a duck, but if Devin Haney had substance in that belt, and that belt had any weight, people would pressure Ryan Garcia to take that fight,
I mean,
and that's
the
why they don't
WBC
pressure
for.
him.
That's and that's what I was trying to tell Bill that time. That's the WBC for. If you because the WBC is the one that says that Teofimo Lopez and his franchise belt is the supreme champion at lightweight. It's our supreme lightweight champion. So if the WBC publicly have stated that in numerous interviews, then the fighters are looking like at Devin Haney's belt like that belt, man. Teofimo Lopez is the guy.
Yeah, but you want to know what their excuse is all the time? Their excuse is if you go on the website and you click on the website, it says Devin Haney. That's what I'm just saying. That's what they say all the time. That's what fans, they use all the time.
And that's what I mean. Like fans, see, if I was DHP at that time, I was Devin Haney's promotion, Devin Haney and Bill. When they was having that run, that promotional run with ESPN, that this is the undisputed bout, I would have came just like he goes and do a lot of interviews on YouTube. I would have been like, what the hell is Mauricio Sulaimán was saying? He didn't even want to touch on that subject. Thus, all right, then don't get mad when media or independent media or mass media is saying, okay, Teofimo Lopez is undisputed because you didn't put a stop to it. Remember, you paying sanctioning fees as a world champion.
Facts.
The WBC said that you're not that Teofimo Lopez is the supreme champion and our supreme champion at lightweight.
Yeah, I remember you kept asking.
And he didn't
that shit had me laughing, bro. You kept asking him the same. You said, just answer it. Just answer it. That's why, yo, I don't like. I'd be leaving the chat like once you and Bill be going at it, I'd be bouncing. I don't even want to get in the middle of that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but it is true because then you're not. It's almost like when I said, you know, I'm like, come on, man. Everybody knows in boxing. If you're in boxing, you know a real call out. Real call is when you send that paperwork to the other representative. Have you ever sent that paperwork? No, but we got to understand that people just say things to build up a promotion. It's a promotional tactic. I call somebody out. It's like Benavidez is saying something about Canelo Alvarez. Are they going to fight right now? Are they going to fight very soon? I doubt it. But then that starts the promotion, the call out, and to make every see. I think with Haney is I'm gonna make believe that everybody is ducking us, but I do have Jorge Linares lined up for the fight anyway. But I'm gonna say everybody else's name and say, you know what? Hey, Jorge Linares is the only one that stepped up, guys. I mean, we tried.
Well, if that's the case, if the way raps are, if that's what's going through Ryan's head, then yeah, he's not. It's just he's looking at the belt like, hey, it ain't even
because
work.
he's gonna get. Listen, let me just tell you this: when Ryan takes that fight, they're gonna troll Ryan. They're gonna say Ryan's fighting. You know, he's gonna get a lot of shit for that. So Shadow Ghost, you got to understand that Ryan knows a lot more than you give him credit for. He knows what he's got to do next, and he's already been advised. So what I got to say about this now, another thing I don't like that I want to touch with Shadow Ghost said. You know, all these Haney fans and these Haney channels, and even Bill himself. I love Bill, but there's certain things that I don't agree with him. For the last 2 months, he's been downplaying Teofimo Lopez. He's been downplaying Nakatani. He's been downplaying Richard Comey. He's been downplaying Lomachenko, saying he's a hype job. But now that Haney has fighting Linares, how does Haney get respect for fighting Linares when you downplay fighters which are better than the fighter that your son's fighting? Can somebody answer that?
Let me ask you a question. Didn't Linares fight Tank?
No.
Nah.
Wasn't they fixing the fight?
No.
Nah.
Linares, and he's been knocked out the past in his last.
Man, I'm trying to think who that fighter was that backed out of the fight because he got hurt. Tank was going to fight. I thought it was Linares, but I was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to know if the Haney fans are going to shit on Nakatani, they're going to downplay Richard Comey, you're going to downplay Lomachenko. How can you get that excited for Linares?
I think that the problem. This is the issue. Is I think that Bill respects everybody. I just think that a lot of people was going at his son and his resume, so now he has to say the same thing about.
He's trying to defend his son, yeah.
Exactly. So if my son ain't fight nobody, then
hey, Rapstar, let me ask you a question. Devin Haney received the WBC belt because Lomachenko had vacated the belt, right, and got the franchise belt. Am I correct?
Well, what exactly happened is Lomachenko got elevated through having, Lomachenko wanted to fight for a title. And what Lomachenko wanted to do, he wanted to achieve greatness. And the only way he could achieve greatness with the WBC is go for the IBF title. And the only way he could get that is if he fought the winner of Richard Comey and Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney wasn't bringing nothing to the table for Loma. So as Lomachenko, he made a better decision for him to achieve greatness. But he lost. And if he would have won that fight, he would have been another title to his belt, and a lot of people would have said he is the undisputed champion. So for that reason, he didn't choose the weakest link. He wanted to go to the toughest link, if you ask me.
But wasn't Devin Haney Lomachenko's mandatory?
Never.
Never.
It was never?
But what you got to recognize.
But you see what I'm saying? So that's what I've been hearing. Like they've been saying, okay,
That's false
I've heard
narrative.
this. I heard this from Devin Haney's camp. I'm not saying Bill, but they're saying, hey, listen, Lomachenko gave up the WBC because he didn't want to fight Haney. Haney was his mandatory, and he ducked Haney.
Peep this, peep this, peep this, peep this, peep this.
Absolutely clear that Lomachenko is a major force in the sport, and Devon Haney and Abdullayev both requested to the WBC to have their fight as an interim title fight instead of a final elimination. They are very happy to fight for the interim title, knowing that Lomachenko is not going to be fighting for a prolonged period of time. So it made all the sense to approve an interim championship. The champion is not available, and we are not going to abuse the mandatory rule in Lomachenko. And this is clear.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
Oh, don't worry, man. I get it all. I get it all. So
Yeah,
that's
I didn't
so
see
the
it.
narrative that so technically Teofimo, Devin Haney was never a mandatory to Lomachenko.
Okay.
Never a mandatory. They knew that before even fighting up for fighting Abdullayev
In the tournament.
So the Haneys knew they're not going to be mandated.
So can I explain this? The tournament happened.
Oh, wow.
And what happened about the tournament, Teofimo Sr., he went to the WBC. They said, we got no route. If you stay in the tournament, we can't allow you to fight Lomachenko. So what they said is you need to go to the harder route. So he took the harder route. Teofimo got out the tournament, went into the IBF, fought Nakatani to get into position, and then take a fight with Richard Comey. And when he knocked out Richard Comey, they gave him a chance with Lomachenko.
Look, the only way, it's almost it will happen with Dillian White, right? But the only way you become a mandatory in the WBC, if you fight a final eliminator, those are the rules. The final eliminator, you can fight an eliminator. We heard fighters fight eliminator, but when you fight the final eliminator, then and you win the final eliminator, then that grants you to be a mandatory. Even if you got the interim title, if you ain't fight for a final eliminator, just because you have the interim title, that doesn't mean that you're mandatory. Thus, the Dillian White situation that he was stuck there as an interim. So he's thinking that. So it's about knowing. It's knowing the rules, but they know that fans are gullible. Like that fans, they don't check this. You know, they don't go through the rules. They don't check the WBC or the IBF rules or anything of that nature. So it's easy for anybody to be like, he's ducking me. You see, we was the mandatory.
And this is why it makes no sense why you see these channels getting on Teofimo, because you're talking about the guy who took the harder route, the guy that Nakatani then went for the IBF champion, and then he's even talking about moving up and fighting to win. Like, come on, he's taking chance after chance after chance, risk after risk, and they still don't want to give him his respect.
And you know what? That Nakatani fight was harder for Lopez than the Lomachenko fight.
Yeah. He wasn't prepared for that fight.
Yeah, that Nakatani, he's the real deal, though. That was a real deal, man.
But he needed that fight to prepare for it. He needed that role. If he ain't had the Nakatani, maybe he wouldn't know what to do in that 12th round.
And plus, you know, I'm a bit old-fashioned, bro. I'm like this other brother here. I come from, you got to earn your respect. I know Devin Haney wants the respect, but you need to fucking earn your respect, bro. And Teofimo Lopez has earned his respect. Now, there's another guy who wants the same respect, but he hasn't earned the respect, bro. So how can we give him that respect?
And Rap Star, that's exactly what. Just to hop off what Punch was saying before you came back on. I was saying is when you take these chances and you get in with these fights, you might get clipped like a Ryan Garcia, but he learned from that. He learned from that experience. So when he is in a high-profile fight later on down the line, he knows what to do when he's in that, you know. And the other person who's fighting all these safe fights, he's never been clipped. He's never been in a bad situation because everybody he's fought, he's levels above.
You
Yo,
know,
got-
you go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
no, you know, one fighter that I love. I used to love Tito Trinidad. Trinidad would get knocked down in the fight. He'll get knocked down in the fight, and he always get up and he finishes the guy that knocked him down.
I was explaining that on my intro because somebody said, because we was talking about the Benavidez and he said that Benavidez got knocked down. I said I come from an era where getting knocked down is nothing. And I said the same thing. Trinidad get knocked down, and then he go back to the corner. His father smack him up, and then he wake up, and then end the fight with a left hook.
Rap star knows that's my favorite dude right there.
Who's that?
Trinidad.
Tito Trinidad.
Like,
You know,
I know that the Mayweather pampered everybody and the sweet science hit and not get hit, and it got it like a tippy tat. If you get stunned or you get wobble, he don't got a chin or nothing like that. I mean, man, if you could, I respect the guy that does get hurt, come right back and win. That's why let's say with the Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, that was good. That's when you knew that this kid had heart. Like, you know, if anybody questioned his heart and everybody questioned that he's just this social media sensation, he told you after the second round, I could get back up and I could win and knock the dude out. That's character, you know.
And then he stopped him with a body shot too, a left hook to the body. I was like,
but there's one fight that your favorite fighter never fought. I don't understand why Tito Trinidad and Mayweather never fought.
Well, yo, I always bring this up when you look at the
why did that never happen,
you
bro?
compare Tito's record to like somebody's record today, right? Look, he fought. Look, just the champions alone. Who is it? Blocker. Hold on. Blocker, Hector Camacho, Obakar. He fought Freddie Pendleton, Pernell Whitaker, Oscar De La Hoya, David Reed, Fernando Vargas, William Jockey, Bernard Hopkins, Ricardo Mayorga.
Roy Jones Jr. He fought Roy Jones Jr. too.
He's right. He fought everybody.
He fought
everybody.
But guys, I'm about to shut it down. Any last thing y'all want to say before I shut it down?
Hey, yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Punch, shout out. Shadow Go, shout out. Rap Star, shout out, man. Just shout out to the whole, you know, the boxing community, man. Fans, I understand a lot of you guys are biased. I get it. It's our job to be as objective as possible, put together an argument for both sides. Who should win, why they should win, and why this person should beat the other guy. Other than that, that's it.
Thank you, my brother. Rap Star, Shadow, anything?
Yeah, I just want to let everybody know, subscribe to the new channel, UK 47 Boxing in the house.
Yeah. I did that already. I'm sorry, I did that.
Yeah, and I just want to let everybody know, I can't wait for the weekend. I just can't wait. Everybody, do not blink. We don't know who's going to win. For the first time, I'm on a 50-50 here. Estrada versus Chocolito, the biggest fight coming up this weekend. Love you all. I'm out.
All right, peace. Brother. You said UK 47?
UK 47 boxing,
bro.
Oh, boxing. Okay, I'm finna follow right now. Okay,
later.
I got you.
Hey, Punch, man, I appreciate you like always, bro.
All right, everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost 81.
Coach,
Shadow Ghost, I just subscribed to you. Yeah, yes, sir, brother. We need to do this again.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
You got a channel?
Oh, tomorrow is Happy Hour Thursday, karaoke night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to jump on the live, man, it's an open panel, man. We be bugging out. Happy Hour. Yo, Andrew Tucker, we was waiting for you, my brother. Andrew Tucker's World, we was waiting for you today. But tomorrow is Happy Hour Thursday.
Put it in the chat.
Okay,
today, USA Boxing.
All right.
I mean, peace, man. I'm finna wrap it up. All right.
Peace out, my brothers.
All right.